It's good feel.
Welcome to Transformers the Show, episode 220. We've got a lot of stuff on here. We've got Peter, we've got the Leprechaun Alexis, we've got the coal miner Andy. You know, Peter is going to be 51 tomorrow. He's going to be, oh yes, nice and old. But yes, we've got lots of stuff today. We're going to be talking about Micromasters, our favourite Micromasters, our top 5, because Paul will be here, and hopefully maybe some other people as well. And we're going to be talking about TFUKcon and how much fun you guys are going to have watching the Leprechaun in action live. It's going to be wonderful. Welcome to Transformers the Show. Hold on to your hats.
There's a magical place, we're on our way there, with toys in the millions all under one roof. It's called Toys R Us. Soon after bedtime, when dark nighttime falls, Jeffrey and helpers stock up all the shelves. From ceiling to floor, books, board games and bikes, and spaceships and trikes. There's millions, says Jeffrey, all under one roof. It's called Toys R Us, Toys R Us, Toys R Us.
Now, I don't know about you guys, but after listening to that masculine music, I want to have a beer. So join us all, grab a beer, grab some Chardonnay, wine, virgin blood. I don't know whatever you want to drink is okay by me, because we don't judge in this show. Cheers.
It's terms.
Save your bottle caps for currency. But yes, now we've got some news action.
I talk some TV, and now the news. Don't touch that dial.
Jamie, is this the first day back drinking for you, like after meds?
News.
Asking.
I mean, I do like it.
Yeah, but again, Alexis, you're just asking at a time when you're not supposed to be asking. Why do we get this? We've had this discussion so many times.
Is this a slight difference then?
Fuck me. Right. Anyway, so this was news that came from TFW 2005's JT Prime 17, who comes up with all these leaks and finds out all this information about new bots. Generally very accurate. And apparently we will be getting from Hasbro, not Takara, a Transformers, Decepticon, Wave and Soundwave. This is not the Takara pack, or apparently the same thing. This is Hasbro's own version of a 3-pack of just the commanders, not Megatron, just the underlings.
So that means the quality control be far worse, won't it? The limbs will be hanging off.
Having said that,
what is at the right side then? Why have we got that on the right side?
Well, that's what I was continuing on to, but thank you for the question. So we're also getting a Studio Series multi-pack, a Revenge of the Fallen one, which I think is... Are we on the 15-year anniversary? We are, aren't we? So you are getting Leader Jetfire, Voyager Optimus, and 2 as-yet unknown deluxe figures that will be included. If it's Revenge of the Fallen, I bet they'll chuck Jolt in there. Anyway, so we're getting that as well. For all those Bayverse fans out there, apparently the Jetfire, the Leader Jetfire, was a bit difficult for people to pick up, a bit rare. And it combines with the Prime, so like it did in the movie when Jetfire basically killed himself, so you can do that. So really exciting news if you're into that kind of thing. Mark Clonus, good old Mark, all praise be to Mark from the Hasbro design team, shared photos of the upcoming Vector Prime, which, as we all know, is based retool of Jaxus, who we've already had.
Looks awesome.
One comment on this: open and close hands.
Yeah, which we actually already had, of course, with Bludgeon, we've had with Tarn. So it's not a brand new thing, but it's good that they're starting to include it with more figures. It does the detail and the sculpting, especially on the top half of the body, is just unbelievable. And the photos actually make his spaceship mode look better than it did in some of the original photos, so that helps as well.
Does it come with a stand?
I have no idea. If you send Mark a message on Instagram, maybe he'll be able to tell you, because he seems to be quite good at answering people's questions. You can attach the original Safeguard Minicon to the top of it. That's apparently something that was sculpted in, which I think is particularly...
Guys, could you look at private chat a second? Just a second.
So you can put Safeguard on there, which is cool. So if you've got one, I happen to have to. But if you've got one, you've got that option as well. And there's a bit of the design stuff that we got from Mark as well. I do like seeing those things. It's quite interesting to see, especially when there was changes made as well. Anyway, we also have this, which is the Earth Spark. Now, this is Takara. This is the Earth Spark Deluxe Prowl and Slash, which I think we call Thrash in the West. So here's Prowl.
Is all Earth Spark Takara? You mentioned Takara there.
No.
It's all Earthspark.
No.
Okay.
This is just we haven't had this toy from Hasbro. Takara have done this. I don't remember Prowl being in the cartoon, but
No, he's not.
if somebody watches it and has seen it all correctly, then
My middle child loves it. He loves Earthspark. It's right on the money. They both want to see Transformers.
I love Earthspark too because it has a Scottish voice actor in it.
I think this looks, like some of the Earthspark figures. Don't get me wrong, but they kind of look a bit cheap almost. But this, I love the design of it. I like the little police badges on the shoulders as well. It just looks cool. And there's Flash, which is their version of Thrash.
I may object just because I think
how dare you?
Because Earthspark is very aimed at kids and people like Alexis,
Child like mine.
I would argue that actually the toys are better standard than the usual toys. In the usual toys.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah.
Have you got some of these then, JB? I've only seen them. I've
seen them. I've seen them.
I've seen them.
I've enjoyed. I think at one point Alpha I had collected quite a bit. I know other people like Spider-Farm have collected some of them. They do look quite good. I just thought not for me, but I don't know. I mean, it's like I watched a couple of episodes of Earthspark and I thought I like this, and I thought so I'm not going to watch it because I was worried I'd end up buying the toys because I just didn't want to get the collection.
Well, it's good. It's worth watching. There's some really great episodes. There's some like with any Transformers series. There's some where you just kind of like. Well, for me personally, I kind of sitting through it a bit.
I found it really funny. My episodes. Ethan's watched all of them, right? Middle child, and I found it really funny how they've actually got a prison for Decepticons. And that they've locked up like Skullcruncher, Soundwave, spoilers by the way. And it's like I'm thinking like these Transformers have lived for millions of years, and you're going to lock them up for how long? Like. Well,
I think that was like you said. If you watched it, it's because they've got this. The Autobots are working with these humans, but then there's more to it as the show goes on. So the Autobots help capture them. But there'll be a long-term plan, I think, but not necessarily. Actually, I can't say too much because you start giving away spoilers then. Anyway, let's move on because we've got loads to get through.
It's too recent.
The primary issues continue because we've got another one. So NPM 12, the Masterpiece movie, Optimus Prime is being re-released again.
I had this actually. It's
$120 is the retail price. So and the shipping date's August.
The original version actually, it was on discount for about 90 quid. And it's now back up to 100.
Yeah, I seem to remember seeing it on sale at some point. But I mean, it looks great. Again, if you love that Bumblebee movie aesthetic, it's the cat's ears thing. That was when I was looking at it. I looked. I went, yeah, the cat's ears thing.
So I've got the DNA kit for it, and you can.
I know, but you shouldn't have to spend money on an add-on kit.
To be honest, I think a lot of people said they preferred the Studio Series version compared to the Masterpiece
that's
version.
The other thing. The Studio Series version.
As all true Chug collectors know.
Oh God, let's not start that again.
Anyway,
Chug life. Anyway, so there you go. That's the packaging for it as well. Right. The Inderman Toys shared some exciting
Bristol Yetis in the house.
Bristol. And the exciting information was that Hasbro are going to be joining them, I believe, at MCM Comic-Con London. So if you're going to it, which I won't be because it's too far away from me, but if you are going, the Hasbro boys will be there, or at least some of them. I don't know who. It might not even be the ones from America, but somebody will be there from Hasbro, so you might get to see something new, special. Probably not, but who knows?
He talked.
He's taking some time to think.
I don't know
what is it?
Yeah. I don't know what it is.
Oh, that's an excellent question. Feel free to Google it when you're not on a live show. Right, moving on. Swoop. We've had more in-hand photos of Swoop from
he looks gorgeous, doesn't he?
It's
like,
yes.
Come home, baby.
Yes, it is. It's on the photos.
Gappy hand.
If you see anything against Swoop, you're fucking getting kicked. That's it. That's it. There's no more warning.
How's that for a dictatorship, eh? Anyway, I do like the detail. I think the detail on it's good. I think it does exactly what you need it to do. There's always things people will dislike about it. For example, gappy hands, I think you said. There's always things people will dislike about a figure, but you've just got to accept the fact that we're getting it. We're finally getting one.
But that's theoretically. Realistically, there's nothing to dislike about it.
For the sane amongst us. But yeah, there's some more photos as well with the other Dinobots, which is nice to see them all together in a moment coming up. There you go. I knew they were there because
Oh, they look so good. Remember when we had like people worried they would make Swoop, like deluxe size?
Yeah, the people are saying, it'll be a little Voyager or something, and it'll come with loads of accessories, which I get why they were thinking that, but they haven't. So hooray. There he is.
Look at it. Look at it.
It's gorgeous, isn't
you get
it?
them all together. I mean, isn't that what everybody wants?
Interesting stand again they've used there to mount him. Just look at that, the flight stand.
Yeah.
It's interesting.
And the rusty pipes. Who doesn't like rusty pipes? Eh?
God, I'd be so terrified to do these shots out in the open, like a gust of wind just takes.
Yeah, exactly. They go over. Turns into one of these knockoff beatdowns. No.
Do you think there's any truth in the fact that when Swoop is released, peace will come to the world?
I believe that is the prophecy, and we shall all wait to see that in hope.
But I mean,
And
if you look at
yes, it will. And if anyone disagrees, we will hurt them.
Yeah, that's the way to get peace through threats of violence.
Peaceful tyranny.
Megatron is in the house. Anyway,
if you look at them more individually, right? Like Sludge is solid, Slag solid, Grimlock's got gappy wrists, Swoop's got gappy wrists, Slag's Snarl's got gappy ankles. But apart from that, like they are solid all the way through.
What are you?
hello, Rohan.
Renegades. Hello, comrades.
Hello, is it Renegade Rohan in the house?
It's
Indeed.
Alexis, have you just got something wrong with you where you just want to say something negative about the beauty which is in front of us? Yes, you do.
Moving on.
Oh, thank you so much, Jamie. I really appreciate the compliment.
Anyway, welcome to the show, Rohan. It's lovely. Simon
Yes.
Furman has been announced as a guest for TF Nation, 40th birthday, obviously, of Transformers. And he will be attending TFN. And
Pete's his biggest fan.
Yeah.
I mean, not many people know this, but Pete actually has hair, and he cuts his hair just to be able to like Simon Furman.
Normally has flowing locks.
Yeah.
Just cuts them all off so he can emulate good old Simon Furman. So there's
that.
that. And then we have this video, which is the Power Flip Optimus Prime from Transformers 1 that was revealed. Let me see if I can.
You can do this, Alexis. You could flip it.
So yeah, it's one of those Transformers where you don't like have to do much. Watch. Hey! And then he goes from Orion Pax to Optimus Prime. And he pulled up. Yeah.
Interesting sword.
This is good stuff. Hardcore.
Alexis, the villainize of the retort.
Yeah, there you go. Anyway, it does transform as
Yeah,
well. I was thinking yourself
nasty.
you didn't transform at first. But yeah.
Nice.
So you essentially get 4. They're arguing 4 modes out of it. Bit of a stretch, Hasbro, but all right. Anyway, there it is. Oh yeah, I bet we could get one. There it is. If you want to buy it, that's what it looks like in packaging. Keep an eye out for it. I can't remember when it's out. Mostly because I wasn't really interested. But anyway.
Soon.
Oh no, I had more pictures. I forgot about that. Oh, look, there it is again. There's Optimus Prime mode. Great. There's
Actually, it looks like a decent Prime actually.
It's not
the
aimed at
Prime
us.
mode actually free. It looks like a decent.
Oh,
Prime
so you
mode,
think this one looks fucking decent?
Speaking of decent primes, there's
No
Hot Wheels
fucking gap.
Prime.
You're such a
gap,
knob.
no gaps.
There's going to be a gap in a minute. Be quiet. Right. Transformers Hot Wheels Optimus Prime. That was like a mock-up because we knew it was coming. There isn't a proper photo of, well, apparently proper photo of it.
So that's
coming up.
Optimus Prime.
Here's Studio Series Optimus Prime, and yeah, we've seen this previously, but this is it in all its packaging. It makes you look very young. I know he's supposed to, but it freaks me out a little bit. The eyes.
How do you make a Transformer look young?
What is it about the eyes?
Get your
exactly
glasses
freaks
on,
you out?
man. It just looks. His face looks young.
It's like it's proper, like really.
Yeah.
Got those movie eyes.
He's judging us. That's what he's doing right there. He knows what we're up to.
He's looking at me
There
naked.
he is. Is there something he knows? I don't. Anyway, moving on. Here he is. He looks all right. I mean, I'm still not that bothered. But anybody else who's pre-ordered it? Anybody?
No.
Rohan, I know you haven't.
This isn't for me. I mean, I can see why a lot of people might like it. The simple transformation, but no, not for me.
No, thank
I
you.
like the robot mode. It looks decent, but yeah.
It's
Is
the
the
cost, isn't it,
transformation
Mohan?
simple? Have we seen it?
Sorry,
Transform?
sorry, go back one picture. How the fuck can he tell if the Matrix is in there? He lifts it up. Let's ask someone if it's in there, and then he has to go. Can you help me get it out? Like, it's like, is it in there still?
I can't reach. I can't reach.
In there. Like, is it there still? He just flips his, it's like...
Moving on, and there's his vehicle mode,
Sorry.
and here's a little action shot.
The vehicle mode in the trailer looks a lot better than has perhaps been reenacted with the toy, doesn't it?
Sensing negativity there, Pete.
Not like Pete.
Just saying.
Then we have the
Now this.
Star Raiders lads. We've had more in-hand photos again from that Notrob. Is he somebody from Hasbro? Or is he just getting these figures early? Anyway, here we are.
They look
Here's the
awesome,
photo.
don't they? They look awesome together.
So you got Cannonball,
really
you've
pop.
got Lockdown, you've got Ferrac, and you've got everyone's favourite, Filch. There you go. It didn't take long, did it?
Filchy Filch.
Who are these guys? Where are they from?
Filchy
What
Filch.
genre? Is this from IDW or?
These are the Star. These were from. They're kind of been written in as the Star. Well, they were the Star Seekers. They changed the name during production to Star Raiders.
Yeah,
I don't know why.
And they'll kind of paid. Well, some of them played homage to characters in Marvel G1 as well. So they're a mixed bunch.
It's a metal.
I mean,
version
well,
of the comic.
IDW paid homage to the ones in Marvel G1, I should say.
And there's Ferrac.
He looks a lot better every time I see him.
Yeah, I have to agree. And I like the jet mode more each time I see it, even though I know it's just
Oh, I've got hiccups.
a couple of bits stuck on the end of the wings and a slightly different nose. And that's it. But god damn it, that's how they get you.
It's a nice color scheme.
And then Lockdown, who I'm still not sold on. Yeah.
See, I like it.
He's.
I
I
like
Oh,
like
that's
it
fine,
as
but you're
well.
allowed to.
Yeah.
This is where we can have differing opinions.
Do you think it's
fine,
because me and
Pete.
Pete are very masculine?
feel
And that's
like
why
it.
we like it. I don't know.
No, that's literally the worst explanation in the history of explanation.
That's the opposite of what he's
It
saying.
was really if you didn't link it to explanation in some way.
It's our masculinity, God damn it.
Just keep telling yourself that. There's a great photo of Filch there. Filch. I said it again, Pete.
Oh, God.
Come to peace with it now. It's its name.
Yeah.
It means
It's just
to
wrong.
steal and pinch things, to filch them. Anyway.
I still don't know what it really means, but I'm glad.
Fucking
Don't Google it would be my tip. Right, and there it is. I think that actual bot and the
Solid.
alternate mode look very good for that. And then
Reminds me-
we thought it'd be really interesting to look at this. This is Evan from Hasbro who shared these photos of the development of the recent Petor figure,
Petor.
which was really nice of him to show that there. And there he is.
Wow, on the official documentation.
Which is wonderful. A big thank. Oh God, I forgot who it was who shared this. Whoever it was that shared this on, big thank you to you. Sorry, you know who you are. You're in the live chat. God, I can't remember. Oh frig, I can't remember who it was.
It must have been
Whoever it was,
Lee. Was it Lee?
I want to say it was Dave.
Was it
David
Dave?
Nichols, but I could be wrong.
Yeah.
I apologise if I am.
Lee
Whoever
made
it
an
was,
original
good work,
and Dave
sir.
shared it
Good
again.
work.
Yeah.
So have your
Comedy
birthday,
gold.
Petor, for this weekend, and there you go. I tell you what, if everybody bought him one of those Cheetos for his
Why?
birthday, he'd be
Why are you saying
ecstatic.
it?
Moving
Why are you
on.
saying it?
And you'll
Just
see
do it.
I
when
mean,
TFU
he's
takes
going to
off.
be 61 tomorrow. 61.
Whoa.
Whoa.
It goes up by 10 years every half an hour. Anyway, comic book Grimlock. There he is, all tooled up and ready to go. And there's some comparison shots in all of this with him with the 86 one, so you can see how they look if you're getting both and you want them next to each
Oh,
other.
I think
or if
they
you
look
just
good.
haven't got the
Do you know,
first one.
I do prefer the chest of the comic Grimlock. I prefer that chest.
Yeah.
I don't know.
That's
I
good.
like them both. They both got the merits.
Comic all the way. Yeah, I love it.
And there's another one there. They look nice.
The blue.
When's this out? When's it out? Sorry.
July?
Something like that. Check your pre-orders.
Pre-orders are up, aren't they?
Yeah, and
I
then
was gonna say about the whole Peter thing. It'd be really nice if everyone at TFUKcon bought Peter or Peter.
it would be wonderful, wouldn't it?
And Peter works on two levels because it could be his Transformer name and his Thundercat name. So
And that joke works on no levels. Right, moving on.
No,
YOLO Park.
Detour.
Yellowback social media. I've shared a video. I
Oh,
haven't downloaded
bless
the
you,
video because I
Alexis.
couldn't be asked.
Bless you.
But I have got some stills from it that somebody shared, and this is their ape link. So this is the first official look at their ape link. If you want to get ape link from Rise of the Beast, their stuff looks really good. It's not the best video because it's quite dark. The lighting's not the best, but I mean, their stuff always looks good. If you're just wanting something that looks great in bot mode, go for it. So ape link. And that's everything to do with that. And then there's this Transformers 1. We got little Arachnid because we saw it in the trailer and everybody was saying, oh, that looks like Arachnid, and we now have confirmation because there's a toy being shown of it. So there it is, and I don't know if that's the same one, but those are one-step changes. So
they're snazzy one-step changes. Like you press a button. I mean, Alexis, you could not fail in transforming these guys. You know, you just
let's try it. 10 bots, 10 shots.
Might still take him a year, but you know.
The wheel jack is a funny one because I haven't got the photo. I wish I had because of where they've put some of these little slits on the windscreen. It looks like he's got eyes, and it looks like it should be off Cars from that Cars universe from Disney. There's the proper photo of the Hot Wheels Optimus Prime. I knew I got one. So yeah, are we all going to start buying Hot Wheels? I think we are.
No. Well, they did Micro Machines.
Yes, you are. Stick it next to the Thunder Tank. Sorry, Rohan, what were you saying?
They did Micro Machines, didn't they? And now they're doing Hot Wheels, so it's pretty cool. Yeah.
And Cybertronic Spree have done the Transformers theme tune.
It's really good.
Song. Yeah, which obviously I haven't got the song. That's the artwork that's been produced for it. Hang on, I can tell you.
It's actually quite cool, isn't it?
That's very, very cool. Yeah.
The artwork is by.
Is RC covered in blood? Is RC covered in virgin blood? I don't know.
Let's hope it's blood. Is it? Not just blood. Anyway, moving on.
blood of human beings. Look at it.
It's available for download today from their Bandcamp. So if you go to any of Cybertronic Spree's social media accounts, they've got the links to all their stuff.
Have we all seen the comic strip of this with Optimus Prime, the new comic? Like he accidentally hurts that deer. I'm just imagining RC going to a rave and collapsing on people and just covered in blood and all sorts.
Like something from the first Blade film. Anyway, that's it. I was going to say moving on, but it's not moving on because that was the last bit of news for Mainline. So that means it's everybody's favourite time to go and make a cup of tea because it's time for third party.
Battle Tank!
Battle this.
It's heavy metal cruncher time as Optimus Prime goes toe-to-toe with Combat Megatron. Prime is one tough dude underneath his hood. He's a Transformer missile fire phenomenon. Combat Megatron is combat armed. His mighty mega missiles are slamming. He can metamorph use mega force, but Combat Optimus is still standing.
What he said.
I never understand what Optimus Prime says. It's like, I thought he was going to say, I'm going to fist someone or something like that. But no, it's just at the very start, he goes, fist.
Fisto.
Or maybe it's Fisto. Yeah, Fisto.
Can Toys. Buy the Weibo account if you need images of Chew, Thriller, and the serious version. Oh, sorry. Hang on. I'll do it. There you go. I'm so used to other people doing it for me that I forgot I can do it myself. Right, there you go. We've seen these already. We've seen these redecos. So it's just more of that. It's they look good in these colours. There's no doubt. Very Zoids. Imagine if they were motorized. In fact, bring back Zoids. That's another one. Who owns Zoids now?
Yeah, well, there are Zoids collectors.
No, I mean, who owns the rights to Zoids? Like who would produce the toys, the figures?
I'll find out. Hang on.
Bandai or Tonkin?
Peter, I was gonna say, but OG Tripticon and Skylinks were walkable, weren't they? So
Tomy down the street.
There was a classic video of Tripticon walking Skylinks with a lead on, like taking them down.
Isn't Tomy then Takara? Because it's Takara Tomy. So surely they own them. Get it re-released, Takara.
Crossover.
They do look good.
Anyway,
I do like them.
They are excellent, aren't they? Those colours. Not my aesthetic, but I like the colours. Anyway, we've got bloody tons of these photos. Right, we'll move on.
It reminds me of the Valentina top, actually. That kind of colour.
Purple.
The Turnitina top. What, from
the Tina Turner top. Not Turner Tina.
Simply the best, Alexis. Simply the best. Better than all the best.
Tina.
That song's got a place in my heart. I'll explain to you why after the show. But I'll explain
Good,
to you
after the show.
You
Brilliant.
don't need to.
Dreamstar Toys, Devastator, IDW style, we think, judging by the fact.
Yeah. So it's not. It's okay. Interesting. Here. You've got 5 bots there, and are these? So there's 7 bots, obviously Prowl included, right? Obviously, it makes the head.
8.
Is that 7 there? 1, 2, 3,
There's
4. So yeah, I was gonna say that.
Put your glasses on, man.
No, that's what I mean. It looked like more than 7. It looked like the zoom in
because it's 8.
So who else is in there? Who's the 8th bot? Who's the 8th bot then?
Oh, they played us some new characters so they could sell some more toys.
John.
Just don't worry about it. It's fine.
I have to admit, when I first looked at it, I didn't think it was Devastator. It looked like Landfill to me from RID. Does anybody else see that?
Rohan, your eyesight, man. Your eyesight.
I am getting old. Yeah.
Old finger.
Not all of us are like.
But
Jamie
you're not turning 71 tomorrow.
Only Jamie.
How far along are we going to get with this?
Jamie's
I don't
Benjamin Button. The rest Asian he is, Jamie.
There's the Prowl. Have you seen him? Is that the Scrapper? Slightly scrappy. It could be long.
Yes, I would say yes.
That's the Scrapper, isn't it?
Yeah.
Got the faceplate and the shovel behind the head.
We have no idea, do we?
And an arm off. Why has he got an arm off?
No, it's bent up.
He's doing his best to stop.
Hang on.
Like this.
Oh, he is, yes. Oh, there's the hand up at the top.
Oh, yeah.
Wait. He didn't miss
Who's
on
got good eyes
that
now,
noise,
Andy? That old man thing. I won't get it. I can't get it. Yeah.
Anyway, Studio Cell or Studio whatever we're calling them nowadays, they're doing their own version of Devastator again, Desolator. And here we go, Catastrophe. Let's hope it's not. Do you wanna pass your judgment on this one, Alexis, as our resident third-party expert?
It's new ground for them, right?
Oh.
Set you up for that.
You're such a bastard, Andy.
Oh yeah. Like I can handle doing 2 things at once. Right.
There's no timing. Right. So again, I question: does this look like G1? Does it look more like IDW? Is it a mix? Is it?
I think it's just a mix of stuff. I don't think it's.
Yeah.
It's got a slight G1 aesthetic, but it definitely looks a bit more modern.
Looks like
I like it, though. I like the Scrapper. I like any Scrapper, for Christ's sake.
I think everyone now is doing Devastator. I think Toy World obviously have got they did like 8 versions there of their Devastator. Before that, there was the Make Toys and the Unique Toys. I think both did one as well. Now it's like another 6 MP versions of Devastator coming out in the next 12 months. It's fucking nuts. Someone do a fucking Computron,
please.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, you see, don't the third-party companies generally just tend to fall back and let's do another Devastator? Let's knock out another Devastator because we seem to get them all the time.
Just one thing to mention for independent, because it was in chat. Independents, robot recruits. They sell Zoids, so people are interested in Zoids. I know they do.
Cool. Right.
Rabbit hole.
I was just going to say, is Devastator really the easiest one to do? Is he really the easiest one?
I think it's more. Isn't it more to do with his popularity as the original combiner?
Yeah, the goat.
Well, I wouldn't go that far.
What about Reflector? Come on.
Speaking of goats, Dr. Wu.
I've just noticed that. When Eric drinks a banana milkshake, becomes Banana Man, but it's because Eric Bana, the Hulk, Banana Man,
Banana.
Oh yeah,
I'm not sure how we got onto that. Is that because I brought up? Yeah, is that because
it's in the chat?
Brought up the chat.
In the chat, they're talking about Baker Grove and stuff like that. Why, mate?
All the old kids TV shows.
Jamie,
my own fault. I brought it on myself.
What website?
It's Wasp by Dr. Wu. Let's keep moving.
I really like this.
It looks like New Age.
It does look like New Age. Yeah,
original.
It is really tiny.
Flipper.
Like, what's the point?
I want to see this next to Magic Square and New Age, to be honest.
If you want, Rowan, if you buy this, you can loan my New Age Flipper, which is the original. This one here.
It's a dolphin. Oh, right. Sorry. No, misunderstood.
No, he doesn't loan out dolphins.
I'm not that guy anymore.
He just pimps them out.
Yeah.
Anyway, there's Wasp. We'll keep going because there's quite a lot of this.
Yeah, there's
He's
nothing
next to
Wasp
Prime
on there.
Commander. Optimus, obviously. I don't need to tell you people that. You know who it is. Golden Beetle, obviously Goldbug.
Obviously.
Christ, I could be a third-party expert on this. It's just not that hard, is it?
Head Sculpt's quite cool.
Oh yeah, I like the head sculpt.
Yeah, but that's it.
They're producing quite a lot of these, aren't they? Like each month,
Doctor
there's like
Wu's
2 or
gone
3
massive,
new.
yeah. But they all
like-
seem to sell out.
It hasn't
don't
gone
they?
massive. I see what you did there, Rohan. I see what you did there.
Unintentional puns.
Yeah.
Bug Bite, which is another version.
Was that pun intentional?
Oh, fuck off.
You scout.
That one was a stretch. Anyway, moving on. It's Bug Bite. Oh, love of God. And the other version of Wingman, there's more photos of that. That's the IDW style Cyclonus one, isn't it? Anyway, there's the G1 style Cyclonus one. I think it's Tomb Colors, isn't it?
They look good.
There he is.
They look diddy though.
Yeah.
Invisible Hand Syndrome.
They do call them the Micromaster scale, right? They call them Micromaster scale, so they are like less than Matchbox, right?
Has anyone got any of these? I think Borders Dude is a few of these.
I don't.
How much do they cost again? How much does like one of these cost now? If I was going to pre-order
They
it?
normally come in like in a
85 quid.
2-pack. No,
Yeah.
come on,
£10,
Peter.
10
That's the age
£10.
you are, sir. About 20 quid for a pair, so £10.
Yeah.
each, yeah.
I have
that's
breaking
nice.
news. Important breaking news to share with the world because we are on the interwebs, as Bisto would say.
Oh.
I've
for
just
breaking
been informed that TFUKcon has officially sold out. All
Fuck
tickets
off.
have been sold.
Oh.
The entire event is now sold out. So,
Oh, shit.
those of you lucky enough to be going, enjoy yourselves. You're a part
Are
of an
you going,
exclusive
Rohan,
club.
actually?
I will be there.
Oh, lovely. Everybody loves a bit of Rohan in the morning and the evening
will.
and basically all day, basically. Anyway, this was-
I look forward to a sober Rohan and Pete organising the festivities at night.
carrying Alexis to his room, all of the classics.
I will leave him there with
Don't
Pete.
pull that face.
No, fuck off, Rohan. You're in or you're out.
See ya.
You know what you signed up for. Anyway, there's the IDW style version.
Well,
Breaking
no,
news.
no.
Dave Nipple says he doesn't have the dexterity to handle small things at his age. No more masturbation for you, Dave.
Oh dear
Been
me.
shrinking.
I was wondering how long
It's
we'd go
cold
on to
outside. No, Dave, that's no
Anyway,
excuse.
Doctor Wu. This is not Transformers related, but there's been news supposedly breaking of an official release date for the live action Master of the Universe movie in 2026. However, I would just say to all those excited about it, such as myself to a certain extent, that we've been here before. And we've heard it's confirmed it's coming out this year,
times?
only for
Yeah.
every time it fall through. So I'm operating on the kind of way of thinking that when we actually know officially from the film companies, from Mattel, from everybody that this is real and this is happening, then I'll get truly excited. Until then, take it with a pinch of salt. Does anybody
I
want to
do-
know the synopsis of
No,
the movie?
I agree.
Is it
because
the
I
German
looked at this
version?
online.
The German
It's
version.
not the German version.
I looked at this. I couldn't find any. I googled it. I couldn't find anything official. So
There's
I've
nothing
seen you use
official.
Google.
There's absolutely
That
nothing
doesn't
official.
surprise me.
However, it is being reported on a lot of the movie websites where they tend not always to get it right, but they tend to at least
seen
be
it-
on the right trail. Do you want to know
So
what
I
it's
thought-
about? Do you want to know why people are losing their minds on the internet?
Go on.
Oh, because he comes.
The story apparently will follow. This is apparently come from the film company. 10-year-old Prince Adam, who crashed to Earth in a spaceship and was separated from his magical power sword, the only link to his home on Eternia. After tracking it down almost 2 decades later, Prince Adam is whisked back across space to defend his home planet against the evil forces of Skeletor. But to defeat such a powerful villain, Prince Adam will first need to uncover the mysteries of his past and become He-Man, the most powerful man in the universe. Don't take him to fecking Earth. Jesus Christ. It's the first lesson. It's like the first thing almost every He-Man fan ever says is don't set it on Earth. So the film company goes, what if we set it on Earth? Anyway,
like,
I'm sure it'll be great.
Let's think inside the
It's right
box.
here. It's convenient though, isn't it? Because it's like here.
Oh, of
What do you
course.
mean it's convenient?
This is
It's
the
a
problem,
fucking
Alexis.
movie.
That's what went wrong with
Well,
the first movie, because
if
the
you try and
budget
get a
constraints
film-
meant they wrote it to be set on Earth in frigging New Jersey. I mean,
Well,
fucking
Could you
God.
imagine if they wrote Star Wars and they went, let's set it on Earth? No, let's make something completely new.
The Mandalorian, where's it set? Grimsby.
Blackpool. Woohoo! Blackpool is a tower.
Afford to
Imagine the
send a film
storylines.
through
Come
time
on,
and space.
Grogu.
Get
Let's
to
go to the
Eternia
Sea Life
or
Centre.
Tatooine. Those planets are a long way.
Let's
There is
sneak
one more
in.
bit of news, which is
Think of
Mondo's
the
Thundercats
sustainable
figures.
option.
So Mondo Thundercats figures, and we've had some artwork,
Yes.
I believe, of it. It's also been released. So if you like your Mondo Thundercats, and I know
I
at
hope
least
his
one of
arms
us
come
does, possibly
attached.
two.
That's I want
No,
that.
it comes like this. He's had them ripped off. That's how you.
So the chap that there's a chap I follow on YouTube who does all the Mondo stuff. He also does all the He-Man stuff. He's mainly a He-Man guy because he follows the Mondo stuff. So he did it. He's actually done a video based on the He-Man release and on this. If you want to look at this, I'll get the name of the guy. I'll put it in the chat. But he also talked to the designer who created all of this as well. And it was basically the guy said,
You could have said that so much faster, couldn't you? You know, all you had to say, there's a guy on YouTube who's talking about this and he talks to the designer. It's really interesting. Here's his name.
I feel like the guy on what's it called? Welcome to the Jungle, the grandpa who the zoologist who gets them all killed because he talks.
I feel like that's everything with Alexis, though, Jamie. You could have explained it much sooner.
Oh yeah. The guy's handle on YouTube is Mega J Retro. Mega J Retro.
And just type it in, put it in chat. That'd be awesome.
That guy there, Mega J Retro.
Or you can show it to the screen.
Show it to the world.
People can pause it.
Oh!
Well,
Carry on.
Paul's still not here, so we're going to carry on with some amazing stuff. And what's more amazing than all the good stuff we have got this week, and all the good stuff that old man Pete, who's turning, is it 91? I don't know.
Oh, he was
Getting
an
older and
81.
older.
He skipped 81.
Oh, 81, it's gone now.
Losing account.
In the past.
We now return to the Transformers.
So, who wants to go first? Alexis.
I'm pouring bed, mate.
I
All
should
right.
Jamie, I saw that comment that you put on the screen. I should point out the picture I put up was just a random picture I found of that was He-Man artwork. It's not for the
He-Man.
we had nothing official, so no, I don't know. Who knows? Anyway, sorry, Jamie. Carry on.
Hey, is anyone? All right, I'll go first. Well, well, actually, Pete, have you got stuff? Have you got stuff, Pete?
Yes.
Okay,
You
Pete,
go
go.
first.
You go first.
All right, I'm ready. Do you want me to go first?
Make it big.
Right, hang on. 'Cause it's that big. It's off screen. So this week, only one thing.
Whoa.
The Super 7 Thunder Tank.
What'd you get, Pete? What'd you get, Pete?
The Super 7 Thunder Tank.
Funny you did a video about this.
It's funny you should say that, Andrew. I did an unboxing video on a well-known YouTube channel, Transformers the Show. Please, viewers, check it out at your leisure. What do I think about?
There's outtakes.
Let's play a game. Let's play a game. Let's see if Alexis can keep quiet for more than 2.5 minutes.
He can't.
All right.
Start the clock. So what to say about the Thunder Tank? This thing is an absolute freaking beast. It is. That's John Olmus. I've had to have a rejig in the man cave because obviously now you've got the Thunder Tank. You've got to get the cat's lair, and the cat's lair is even bigger than the Thunder Tank. Yeah, well, look, it's got to have somewhere to live. It needs a garage, doesn't it? Let me just move my camera so we can just see some of the detail. The level of detail that they've gone to with this
Don't
is...
give it all, Pete, don't give it all away. They should
Oh,
watch the
no,
video where they see the detail in more
We'll
detail.
tease. So yeah, that was one pickup. It was big enough.
It's one hell of a pickup.
That's
It's
what
one
she
hell
said.
of a pickup. It is just well heavy. So I keep moving it to show people. I need to put it back.
Did Rohan just make a "that's what she said" joke?
That's what she said.
Is that 2 minutes?
No, I said 2.5.
2.5.
Oh, sorry.
59 seconds. You made 59 seconds.
I feel like if you were sorry, you wouldn't have carried on talking.
Yeah.
Anyway.
You need to start the clock again. That was the one pickup I got, but I think we can all agree a fantastic one at that.
Pretty
It's
immense.
awesome.
Awesome.
That's absolutely awesome.
Now you just need some figures.
Yeah, all right,
Well,
kid.
Well, so well, I've got to say it's a fantastic video what Pete's done. You know,
It is.
I just wish he did something Transformers based, but it's I realise I'm just being negative. And we've not left enough subtle clues to Pete what this show is really about. But
it's not on his
that's
show.
our fault. That's our fault.
That's on us.
We know Pete's going to be 101 tomorrow, and yeah,
You can't.
Age does this, people.
Yeah.
I think we should give a shout out to Alexis for his video editing to help Pete out. Just to
Yes.
get it
Oh,
on
yes.
YouTube
Agreed.
as well.
Agreed. Very grateful.
I do still question whether the outtakes were actually outtakes, but they're there.
Just cut.
So
Just
enjoy it.
cut a load of the video.
Just literally, I'm just gonna cut 10 seconds. Not calling
I
it
just
an
like
outtake.
Pete at the end, like singing the Thundercat theme tune and then going off to the credits.
Yeah,
That's
beautiful
my
stuff.
favorite part.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was like quite well done there, Alexis. You really did come to his rescue, and Peter, yes.
Peter was very pleased.
So who's next? Alexis, are you ready? Or
Just
did
said
you
you
just
were
want to
ready.
talk? You're such
She
a
got
He's run away.
disappeared.
what?
Okay, I'll go. Actually, we don't need a large box of me because
I'm ready. I'm ready now.
Oh,
I'm ready now.
shut the
I
fuck
feel
up.
like you're doing it deliberately now, Alexis.
Yeah.
Suck him.
Shocking.
Well, this week I was lucky enough to. I took part of a competition which was actually shown to me by Top Boy,
Top
Toy
Top
Toy Box Soapbox, which is Liam, and he basically had a competition which was on his Facebook page and on his Instagram account was to win this bad boy, and although I didn't win his specific competition, he had links to the home competition where he was carrying it on from, and this is Fantasy as they call it, PANT, ASY, those wonderful playing letters.
Fantasy.
And yes, yeah,
fantasy, right.
So basically I entered the competition, not really thinking much of it, and then on Monday I found out I had won, and then I received this, and it's absolutely awesome. So you're going to have to build it. It's kind of like not Lego, but it's Lego basically. But yes, it's going to be pretty awesome and cool. And I was really surprised. So I'm absolutely really delighted. And somehow I'm going to try to put it in Transformer photos. I don't know how, but I'm going to post it on Transformers the Show Twitter account, and I don't know, try to shove Transformers in there and see if I can get away with it in TFUK form. But yeah, so I'm really delighted to have won this, and it's good, and it's not actually that light. I know I'm immensely powerful and strong, but it's because all the contents are outside the box and the downstairs, So I just put up the empty box. I also got.
You do win everything.
He does.
And good looks. I was lucky in that as well.
Fucking ridiculous.
Before you move on to the next one, I think you could put. Who was the Transformer that Starscream kept in a test tube? He regrew him. He said, "My friend." He killed. Is it Metahawk? Metahawk? You can have like.
Are you talking about in the comic books?
Yeah, because that's obviously like you look at the test tube, like who it was. He's growing. Asher was growing that. You can have like who the Starscream growing in the test tube. You can have that person in that Transformer. Sorry, in there. That'd be really cool as a scene. Sorry, I was going to say that was. I remember that from the. It looked very esque to that. Like I think
You know, it's funny. My alarm went off when Alexis started to talk, and I went, this has been Alexis just likes to bring the conversation to all about himself.
No.
And I thought, this is brilliant. It's actually worked.
You know what? Actually, I'll say this. He was trying to make a pertinent point for once. With that caveat.
I was thinking more of like Scorponok and stuff
What
like that.
What the hell have you got in your hand?
Yes.
Well, I also got
it's
some
Amiibos.
yes, Amiibo figures, and it's from Xenoblade 2, which was one of my favourite games. One of my favourite RPGs ever. Have you got a Nintendo Switch? You want a good RPG? I fully recommend Xenoblade 2. So the absolutely awesome thing to get if you got that. And I fully recommend getting your own Peter. So you too, when you watch the show, can not only drink beer, but you can stroke Peter as well.
Actually, Xenoblade 2 was what you recommended to my good wife.
You could do the same at TFUKcon, I suppose, but
that's what you should do. Hold it up like a candle when Peter's there and just go, oh, Peter.
If anyone has an old school Super Cheetor, please bring it to TFUKcon so we can customize it for. Yes,
fucking second week back.
Take his liberty.
Are you ready now, Alexis? Are you ready now, Alexis?
I am ready now. I'll just.
Oh, awesome!
When you come to
do you want to talk about your stuff, or do you want us to talk about it?
I don't mind. I was going to say, paraphrasing what you just said there. When we come to TFUK this week, we should stroke Peter's candle. That's what I heard.
How many times? Because you know it goes off quickly.
Well, what sort of candle is it?
Oh God!
What wax is it made of? All right, so
the candle in the wind.
It is, isn't it? It's a bit blowy.
Is Alexis our princess?
When your candles are made, it's very blowy, isn't it? So I got DX9's mini.
I've got a G1 Chrome Dome. When I got G1 Chrome Dome, I got G1 Chrome Dome from TFM.
I'm glad you said that.
I understood this reference.
Anyway, go on, continue, mate. Continue. It's annoying, I know.
No, so it's not annoying. I love the input.
Don't give it all away because you've got a review video for this.
I do have a review, so I'm going to show
it's
this.
It's a great review, by the way.
This comes in a box.
I've got to say, you've got to watch this review. It's one of the best reviews I've ever seen. Where you get to see Alexis' super strength in trying to open a box. It's amazing. It's like
watch the first 2 minutes.
Yeah, you know, absolutely.
All
amazing.
that gym work has not been for.
I'm liking it because it actually gives me. I'm liking it. The interruptions actually give me time to get the next box ready because I'm trying to find it.
Well,
it's actually quite good.
Alcohol does for you.
It does indeed. I've also got a Viper. I've got the fourth out of fifth.
And a Viper in your pants.
I haven't opened them yet. There's 4 or 5. Everyone's started reading the videos. Like the top YouTubers have done a video. So I haven't done this. The reason I did a YouTube video of the of Mini is because Deluxe Ball was a very good one, and I thought I'd just do a quick comparison video with the other version, which ironically is a knockoff of the original DX9 Mini. Which
isn't it ironic?
So it is a little bit ironic. That is irony. Is that irony?
Yes.
Right.
I mean,
moving on.
Is it though?
It's a bit of a stretch.
Breaking news. Peter is now going to be 111 years old, according to Bristol on Saturday.
Is that because of Alexis's pickups or just in general?
Yes.
Oh.
When I started watching the show, I was 11.
I got this little baggie here, and this is.
Looks like you got a weapon in there, mate.
It's legs.
We're still talking about the baggie.
Yep.
It's feet. It's feet.
What?
Oh god.
For the Target Master, Fans Toys Scourge. Remember he couldn't hold his Target Master because the legs were too small.
So it's feet.
So they sent it
Fracas or Fracas or whatever. We call it.
So now the challenge is that I've seen people break the little like spanner like part off the original one, so they can't get it off. So I'm really nervous about changing it over to allow him just to hold his fucking Target Master. So I'm like, it's like you get one chance It's like 8 Mile on steroids. You get one shot.
It sounds like you're describing some kind of action movie. You get one chance.
One shot. So I got I got those this week, and then I also got some.
You're wearing a nice T-shirt tonight, Alexis.
It's a jumper, but thank you.
I was just going to say it's a jumper, isn't it?
Yeah, it's a thin jumper.
It is. My wife bought it for me. I think this is from.
Here we go. Before you say anything bad, Sam bought it, so enter at your peril.
It's nice. I like it.
It's like his shield.
Yeah.
I think it's burgundy, isn't it?
Double
Ron
dog
Burgundy.
day. Say something against Sam's pictures.
What colours Warpath? What colours Earthrise Warpath?
Burgundy.
Fuck off! It's red.
It's not red. It's burgundy.
Well, there you go. Right? Am I the same colour? I'm the same colour as Warpath.
Be the murder.
Someone's been. No, I'm not going to say that.
I didn't get anything else this week, but I will just say a big thank you again to Ian and Sarah because I'm drinking out my Alexis mode loading glass, which I've been having for the last couple of weeks. So, cheers, everyone.
Where did you get the glass from, you bell?
From you.
Did you just thank the wrong person?
Did you just thank the wrong?
Actually,
Do you know? I think. Do you know? We have to tell the truth here. Do you know? Pete did this cool thing where you give everyone a mug, and everyone knew instantly. But you put hot water in this or hot coffee to see the picture, but not Alexis. Alexis just thought, "Well, thank you for the blank mug. Everyone else has got these cool pictures, and you gave me nothing. I've just got this black mug."
No, I know what it is.
And he's never forgiven me. He's never forgiven me.
You know what I've done, right? All I've done, I've stuck it in the cupboard with all the other mugs, and I've told no one about it. So that when someone fills it up, they're going to get a very nice surprise.
Giggity.
Giggity. Right. So, Andy, or Rohan, who wants to go next? Who wants to fight each other with a spoon? Right, Rohan.
Right, okay. I've only got a couple this week, chaps. This one is outside the box for me. I don't normally collect Movie Line toys, but I got Studio Series Rise of the Beast Scourge because I think he just looks really badass in both modes, to be honest with you. And even though he's very dark and grey, he's a cool figure. So I got him. And other than him, I picked up, as per last week, a few more Super 7 special offers from Forbidden Planet. Shockwave.
My Shockwave's better.
Yeah, no doubt, mate. And then also the other one is the big boy.
Fuck you, Jamie.
My Shockwave is Takada.
There you go. £4. £4. If anybody wants one, go and get one from Forbidden Planet. And the last thing I picked up, which you're all going to love.
It looks £4.
I will survive.
Is a small collection of mine.
Just Jamie realised he's not on mute.
Yes.
Plow on, Rohan, plow on.
Anybody know what these are?
Don't plow anyone live on here.
Isn't it?
Is that original Scooter?
That is original Scooter. Spoiler.
And Turbo.
No, that's not Turbo. It's Spoiler. There's Blockhead. I've got Scratch, who was one of my favourite characters. Rescue. A tank missing all his accessories, which is a bit annoying. But transform him, and it takes 2 seconds. And one of the best ones, Coptor, who was awesome.
Oh, wow.
There you go. Coptor, brilliant character. And one of the favourites that everybody loves. Anybody know?
Hi, something to do with Top Hat or
Tux, his name is, and yes, he has a top hat. So if I transform
I knew he had a top
really quickly, there you go. Transform.
Oh, please don't break. Well, actually, no, don't break his life on it.
There we go. Put him and put the
Tux off.
Ah, it's broken now.
Oh,
yeah.
He's not, is he? Because you look
no, he's not. No, he's not. I wouldn't be worried. He's quite common, to be fair. But there you go. There's his little top hat.
Tux. Yeah. And this is why the GoBots failed.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. I'm joking.
I like the fact that he's quirky. And that's it.
Do you
for
know
me.
what,
Thank you
mate?
very
That's
much.
all that matters. That's all that matters, as long as you
Exactly,
like
like what you want.
Have you got any burgundy GoBots?
I
Burgundy.
no, not near me.
it. Can I just comment on how perfectly shaved your beard is, Rohan?
Oh, thank you very
Literally,
much.
when you
sir.
turn to the side there, have you used a set square?
Nope, I used my line of thought.
Very well coiffured.
Yeah. It's like a laser level. It's like the line is perfect.
Oh,
Has to be
I've
done.
got this mental image of him doing it with like a Bowie knife.
Yes. Dry like a Rambo.
I love how each of the members of the Transformers show can actually appreciate each other's beards.
Yeah, sorry, Alexis.
I'll say it again. My 14-year-old's got a better stash.
That's like.
Oh.
I
Steady.
I share a lot of I save a lot of money from razors, so fuck it.
I
That's how
wanted
you
to
can
say
put
a big thank you to Gav Burgess, because when I got my Takara set of which is something like the Space Bridge set, of something like that. It was a hell of a long name. I had quite a couple of issues, mostly Soundwave. His face had scarring on it, and you can see the red paint underneath. So Indie Man got back to me. They gave me a new leg for Megatron, and they gave me a new head for Soundwave. Unfortunately, I did not have the skill to put the head onto Soundwave, and we all remember my RC story, which was meant to be something nice and simple. So I got on the phone, begged Gav Burgess, and Gav said he would do it for me, which I was kind of hoping for, because I had everything packaged and ready to send him. So as soon as he said he would do it for me, I was like, post it, Mainline, run now, run. And we posted it, and then Gav done it in a couple of, within a day, really, and sent it back to me. And thanks, Gav. So it was really appreciated, and thanks to that, I was able to take that photo of basically Soundwave, and I really do appreciate it. It was an awesome thing, swapping the head, because it was quite difficult and stuff like that. And it was like, and I knew with at least Gav, someone is skilled with him, if something went wrong, I know it's because, you know, a better person made a mistake, and I would have made a complete disaster of it. And then I took some pictures of Shockwave after getting the Soundwave done. But yes, I really do appreciate Gav and this sort of stuff.
Gav is a top lad.
You know, and because of that, you know, if I ever did decide to kidnap Gav, I would put him in a double cage now.
You get more room.
Good fucking luck. Gavin don't get kidnapped. Gav goes where he wants to go.
yes, quite tall. We have discussed that. You know, lucky enough, you wouldn't need legs in his cage. You know? Yeah, you know, but I really do appreciate that, Gav. So thanks again. Thank you very much, Gav.
God love you.
So Andy, what have you picked up this week?
Me. Sorry.
Yeah.
I was just
enjoying
enjoying
pickups.
Yeah, we're still on pickups. So I got a couple of things. So I got this. I had a bit of a apologize for the blurry shots. I took them quickly because I couldn't be bothered to bring them all upstairs. Well, not all, but anyway, I had a bit of a whole thing with this. So I ordered a detritus because I decided I did want one. I'm not really fussed about Hound, but I just like it in this colour. So I thought I'll get a detritus. Ordered it off Amazon. It turns up. It says Amazon Warehouse on a big sticker on it. It's clearly been opened. The box is bashed to shit. And I thought, well, this is a bit crap, but as long as the figure's all right. Opened the figure up and all the accessories had been nicked. So somebody's obviously ordered it, nicked the accessories, sent it back, and they've sold it on to me. There was nothing on the listing saying it was obviously coming from the warehouse thing. So I sent it back, got a refund, and I bought again from them. I thought I'm going to try this again and see.
Who did you buy it from, sorry?
Amazon. And they sent out a second one, which arrived today. No, yesterday. And I opened it today, and yeah, he's fine. This one was fine, but I really like it. I think, you know, if you're a Hound fan, you must be really pleased with it. I think it's a good version of the figure, but I like it as detritus. So I got him, and the next one, I was just inspired by Pete. Really, there's something about him that I just loved. So I just thought I'm going to get myself a Beast Wars figure because I know how much Pete loves Beast Wars. He's just really
I said not to get this one, Andy.
You did, but I'm going to tell you now. You were wrong. I really like it. I'm saying that publicly. It's on the record. I think Jamie's wrong.
Silverbolt is better.
I really like this figure, so I was very happy to pick this up, and I've been having a bit of a mess around with him. I like the fact he's got a lot of options in terms of like how you can display him, but more than that, I just like the colors, and it's mad. I'm not into Beast Wars figures normally, but this one I do like. So they were my 2 pickups for this week, and I'm very happy with both of them.
I like
It's a dark day when Andy's not listening to what I told him. I respect your point of view, Jamie, but I just felt like, you know what? I still like the look of this figure. I want to at least experience it. If it's crap, I'll just sell it on.
Have you got Silverbolt?
I haven't got Silverbolt yet, but he's on the list.
What the fuck? You haven't got the best
one. Honestly, I'm going to say this now. I'm sure Silverbolt's great, but I actually think the original one looks slightly better. That's a personal opinion, but yeah. Who just went
knocking Hasbro? Knocking Hasbro.
I'm not knocking Hasbro because the other one's made by Hasbro.
That's very true, actually. Hasbro knocking Hasbro.
Oh, is that knocking Hasbro?
Do you know what?
Hasbro hurt you, didn't they, Ro?
They did. So many ways.
There's a reason Pete doesn't ever go skiing because he doesn't want to. He doesn't ever want to actually enact Peace Wars.
Thank you.
We knew it was coming. I still wasn't prepared.
I was dying of old age waiting for that. I was like...
It was like he was in slow motion.
Why is he kicking himself? Do you know, we've got a rule where we don't actually kick Alexis because we're not doing that stuff anymore. We're trying to let him grow and develop as a human being.
Anyway, what are we doing? Oh yeah, we're on the show.
I don't know anymore. I don't care. I'm drinking beer and using bottle caps as currency in the
first
future.
time in a while. Right. What's next, Jamie? Apart from hoping Paul appears at some point.
Well, normally we would wait for Paul, but we've got some foreplay action. On Transformers, which is an innuendo for sex foreplay, but even more exciting.
Lynn, these are sex people.
What do you mean?
They're sex swappers. Lynn, this is TFUKcon 1. Look. Look. Don't make the same noise as them. Don't think you want to join in.
Oh dear, I can't believe you just explained the joke.
All on news.
220 episodes, and that's the first time anybody's ever done that. Which is actually.
You say that, there's going to be some people going, what the fuck?
Do you know what?
I mean, Hoff says he loves foreplay, so it's all good.
Who doesn't? Anyway.
Indeed.
Especially when they're conscious.
Oh, Jesus.
No, but,
Shall I share the list of the figures that we had to choose from?
Please, Andy,
Oh,
please.
just somebody message Mainline. Take the ears away, God damn it. Anyway, here
rowdy.
we go. It has got rowdy. So there they are. There's the list. So this is what we did was, you'll remember, of course, those of you who watch every week, that we did this last week. We did 1989 bots, didn't we?
Yep.
Yeah.
So what we said was we weren't going to do the Micromasters because we thought we'll do all the Micromasters together. But then we're on to the 1990 bots, which is the last year of the Micromasters, at least here in the West. So we kind of said, well, let's throw all the Micromasters in together. So you could choose from the Micromasters from 89 and 90, or the Action Masters, if you wanted to. So we've kind of chucked them all together to save us having to do another Micromaster special all on its own, especially as a certain member of the team kept bitching and moaning about how often we do Micromasters. I'm not going to name that person, but...
And you can tell he's not going to pick a Micromaster today. You can tell he's going to pick non-Micromaster.
Oh, I know he is. Yeah, I know he is. Anyway, so there you go. There's all the options. Anybody, if you're watching at home and you think yourself, what would you pick? Pick from the Micromasters or the Action Masters from this time. What would be the thing that you would say you loved the most? So, with that in mind, I suppose the only question to ask next is who would like to go first?
Well, I think we should allow Old Man Pete to go first since it's going to be
Birthday
his
boy.
birthday tomorrow. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Well, I shall
Looking
be
forward to the centenary.
I don't like your attitude tonight, Jamie Liddell.
I don't know. I'm quite liking it.
Fuck off. So I went for an Action Master because I always seem to pick. I always seem to pick
something that doesn't transform.
Yeah, I always seem to pick the same Micromasters whenever we talk about them. So I picked Wheeljack
awesome,
and
Wheeljack.
his Turbo Racer. First Action Master I got.
Nice.
Absolutely fantastic. And it's only now. Yes, sir.
Wow.
OG.
That looks
You need to take photos of that, Pete.
Yeah, definitely.
So I got it out. I got it out the lift earlier. I'm going to hard pamper it as I talk about it. So this was, or maybe I'm not. No, I'm not. So imagine, if you will, imagine if you will, it transforming from a race car to a flying race car. I don't know, the idea, because obviously I was into Mask as well when I was younger, but it kind of like Mask copy Transformers, that they had a transforming vehicle, and then Transformers seem to go full circle and then copy Mask.
Yeah, do you ever think with the Mask vehicle, do you know the one that flies in the air, the one that's kind of like Tracks from Transformer? Do you ever notice the one that's like, yeah, but the pilot for that is called Tracker, isn't he?
Matt Tracker, yeah, correct.
Yeah, and I remember like reading about it and then watching this review, and they were talking about how they based it on Tracks, and I always wondered if that was kind of true, or was Tracks based on the Mask figure.
So Mask as a brand was a French creation, so I don't think it actually was, but it's an interesting theory.
I'm not laughing at what you're saying, but I'm laughing because I've just noticed Emma's comment. You did say lift.
It means a lot. He did say lift. I thought he was going to.
I let it go.
He's
I
too
let it
old
go,
and
Emma.
he can't climb
But,
up the stairs anymore. But you know,
it's a personal choice.
I mean,
we have to use the lift to get into the loft.
Have to. Is it a stair lift, ladies?
You bitch.
I think Sarah makes a wonderful point.
So transformed live on air. Wheeljack, the untransforming Wheeljack, flying around in his transforming sports car. I don't even know why. It's quite ironic, really, that they gave Wheeljack, a scientific man, a sports car to drive around in.
Yeah, a bit weird.
Yeah,
sports car.
Yeah. Considering what they could have given all the other characters they could have given him. But yeah, I digress massively. This would have been my choice. Many a fun play session with this guy. The fact that he had a transforming vehicle, yeah, loved it. So
it's an absolutely wonderful choice there, Peter.
Wheeljack and his Turbo Racer.
Wonderful choice there.
It makes total sense he'd need the car because he can't transform into one anymore.
I think Guzzy Heel's comment has to be
Nucleon, remember?
Guzzy Heel said, "You get an erector before you do the rough stuff to overload," and I thought, beautifully put.
Poetic.
Poetic, yeah. Poetry in motion.
Someone's been working on that.
Yeah, he's been saving that all week. You could tell. So who's next in this wonderful foreplay of sexual innuendo?
Sexual what?
Innuendo.
Innuendo.
Yeah.
And your endo.
And your end.
Oh,
so be it.
From Mythical.
I'll go next if nobody else is rushing to do it. Hang on. I'm going to share my screen, actually, Jamie. For I once again couldn't be asked to have it near me, so I just got some photos. There we go. I'm going for Micromasters. Yay! Look, the thing about... Let me just say this about Action Masters. I fully respect you if you enjoyed your Action Masters and you liked them. I remember getting Action Masters as a kid. I had a couple of them. I didn't like them. They weren't Transformers to me, and that's the thing. As an adult collector, I can imagine they look very nice on a shelf. But if you're asking me when I was a kid, it did not excite me at all. Micromasters. I didn't ask a question. Thank you. Micromasters, however,
you made a statement though.
And we love Micromasters. They are awesome. So I'm going to go with Ground Shaker because everybody was expecting to say Countdown. And the reason I'm going to go with my Ground Shaker is because I got to actually play with Ground Shaker a lot as a kid. My mate had it. I thought it was a really cool set, but I never owned it. I just couldn't go around my mate's house. He had what's he called? The Decepticon shuttle one, Skystalker. He didn't have Countdown, but I did. He had Ground Shaker. He had Skyhopper. Had them all, and we used to just go around and play with Transformers. He was brilliant. And as an adult collector, I was lucky enough to be able to. I've had a couple of Ground Shakers, but I have a really nice example now. This is it before it got stickered up. And just for Jamie, there's the old tablecloth that we used to put on for when the kids were painting and stuff on the table. And Jamie loves this. In fact, I'm going to have to send it to him so he can use it.
Have it framed.
He can't handle the dots. Anyway, I love Ground. I just think Ground Shaker is a really fun toy. It's like the base mode, everything. And the great thing about Micromasters, which I'm sure others will expand on if they pick Micromasters, when you add all the bases and you could actually link them together, you're creating a city. And I know you could kind of do that with Metroplex and a few other, but the Micromaster stuff was just brilliant. I just think for a toy line at the time, I'm amazed they've never been able to do it again well, because the last time they tried, but they just didn't quite have it. So for me, it's going to be Ground Shaker and an Autobot. I want to point that out as well. I don't often pick Autobots for this thing because Decepticons are my jam. But Ground Shaker, that ATV mode or whatever the hell you call it, just fucking awesome.
It's amazing.
Well, he might have been a Decepticon in the Japanese continuity.
Well, he might have been, yeah, because they flipped some of them around. And I remember all the discussion about, well, why did like this, which is a land-based big vehicle, why did they stick a Micromaster in who's airborne? And it always made sense to me, because if it's a land-based vehicle, he can attack from the air, and his vehicle can be attacking from the ground. And then
we had an in-depth discussion about this before, and
I thought we did.
You mentioned that
we did.
The Micromasters were Hasbro designed first, weren't they? And
I believe so.
Yeah.
And Takara took them later on, didn't they?
Yeah. I mean, that's what you said, specifically. And I find that quite surprising, but, I've not found anything evidence to the contrary. But, yeah, that's quite cool to actually
You've really looked.
Been looking, yeah.
Yeah, because I wanted to say, you're wrong, Andy. You're wrong. You and your non-burgundy top.
I appreciate
that. No,
anyway.
I always thought that was quite interesting that Hasbro actually pushed something innovative, and it was actually good.
There wasn't that also linked to the fact that Micro Machines was just so popular at the time.
Yeah.
Again, without getting bogged down in this big conversation about that, but Micro Machines were huge. They wanted to challenge Galoob and the popularity of Micro Machines, and then there you are. There's some Micro Machines in Alexis' hand, and then they did Micromasters, and then of course in the future they ended up buying Galoob, and then later on in the future they released Transformers Micro Machines. So Hasbro till all are one. Anyway, that was me.
Well, it's you all know what I was going to pick, and it was basically going to be Countdown and the Moon Base. And I don't know. Spider-Father's probably still putting furniture together now, but he's got this wonderful moon base, which was based on the sort of like Japanese figures where they took the Hasbro design, and I wish I had that. I should have bought it at TF Nation, but at that time I had a leg all bandaged up and freaking couldn't really move much. But yes, Micromasters, like Andy said to me, was just amazing. Miniature little Transformers. It was great to play with. You mentioned you can build a big army quick, and it was cheap. You could have your battle sets, you could have your battle groups, battle teams. You had your combiners, you had your wee bases. They were play sets, and they were just amazing. And I mean, you look at the lore of like Transformers as well. When you realise what the technology behind the Micromasters was quite sought after, as they were trying to downscale and conserve energy. It was brilliant the way the stories did as well. So the comics did them a great service. And you think about them, these are the size that Beast Machines would probably be, or Beast War figures would have been in comparison to their Transformer counterparts. The Micromaster technology was there. The progenitors to the Beast War figures, really. I would like to think in a storyline they'd be done that. The technology behind there led to the sort of Beast War figures and their size, because they were so much shorter, but smaller, but like Alexis, not lacking in their gusto and charisma and maybe not intelligence, but like they were there. And this space to me was just brilliant. I loved all its parts, and it's just when you opened it up and you got the panel and the stickers, the detail, the decor, and it reminds me of the old battle sets as well. When you think about Metroplex and Scorpion Arc, something which I think the later versions don't have. They don't have all these little compartments and cool things which just add to a toy. It's almost like. And I think it's not because the engineers are lazy, it's because they just don't have the money to go that extra step they probably would want. Because when you look at those engineers on Instagram, like Marconis and that, who shares all these ideas, these people, if they had the money backing behind them and money was no object, just imagine the amazing stuff we'd be getting today. But when you look at that base, I mean, Even now, when you think about it, almost 30 years later, 33 years later, it's just amazing. Well, 34 years later, it's just outstanding, and it's just so cool, and it works. I don't know about you, I don't know, but I look at that, and to me, that's a battle space, and that's a rocket ship ready to launch, and I just think, like Rohan's there as well. My one's just, down. It's just awesome, and we're so privileged and lucky to go on through an era. And it's like I was speaking to Andy earlier. We had Micromasters, and they only seem to last about 2 years when you look back at the history when they were released. But for me, they seem to be out for decades. And then I know in the year 2000s, or was it the Energon Micromasters, we got again the special teams that combined to sort of pay homage to the Japanese line, which maybe Europe wasn't getting. So they've never been out my eye. And if there's anything, my favourite things in Transformers, it's kind of ironic, is Micromasters, which I loved as kids and I really appreciate now as an adult, and then the Pretenders, which I did not particularly love as a kid but really appreciated when I got a lot older. And I think a lot of it's down to the wonderful design the Micromasters have, and the wonderful stories written by some of the wonderful cast and writers, which you're going to have the privilege of seeing next week at TFUKcon. And I'm going to be so jealous of you guys being in a room with such wonderful creative talent, which made our dreams come true. So yeah, you're very lucky, guys.
Has that been 2.5 minutes?
Yes, we've all died of old age.
Mate, that was amazing.
I'm just going to pop this choice on, by the way. Graham has let us know, Primetime Moth, that there is a reserve list open for TFUKcon. So if you haven't bought a ticket and you're thinking, damn, I've missed out, there is a reserve list. If you email primetimetoys@gmail.com, and you can be added to that reserve list. If any tickets do become available, they will let you know.
I'm just so ill. I would have went, because I even had a hotel room still available just in case I could have made it, but because of this freaking pain I've got in my ear and deafness and jaw pain, which if I open my jaw a little bit wider, it's going to be agony. I can't go. So it sucks. But I'm handsome, so
swings and roundabouts.
Yeah.
Hey, who's next? Who's left?
I'm not following. I'm not following
Alexis.
that.
Alexis.
Rohan. I'll follow Rohan.
So
Rohan.
So I had Countdown ready, but obviously Jamie's done a wonderful job on him. So
I'm going to talk about Countdown again.
No. I got another choice. It's a wonderful choice, but you've done a brilliant job on it. I've got another one, childhood favorite of mine, which unfortunately I lost or gave away or sold at some point, and picked him up again recently on eBay. It is Hot House, and I love this toy because it's a fire station that transforms into a tank, and it's just really cool. Like, all the transformation elements reminds me of the Mask pit stop character. It was a gas station that transformed into a similar kind of tank, and the fact that it's got like the shutter that you can open and shut, and like Andy said, comes with a flying companion. That was Hot House, obviously. This one's a little bit damaged, but I've got another one upstairs somewhere. I just loved everything about it. The fact that it had the tank treads on the side, even though they didn't move, you always wanted them to move, so you drive them on the ground and whatever. But yeah, it's just such a cool little battle station, as Jamie said, you'd have so much fun putting your little Micromasters in and around here and having a little war against the Decepticon equivalents. And yeah, brilliant. Absolutely fantastic. Love it. Thank you.
They did rip off Mask in the 89-90, didn't they?
They did, yeah. Totally took all the best parts and thought, you know what? Let's do the same thing.
We've lost Pete, unfortunately. Rohan, did you say something I didn't quite hear?
No, let's move.
Rohan, I actually had that on my shortlist for tonight because Claire got me one for, I think it was a Father's Day a couple of years back, like mint in box, bloody never been taken out of the box, and it's in my display. But I didn't because I've used it before as an example. I thought I'm not doing the same one again, but that is a great choice. It's a fantastic little set.
You've earned our respect today, Rohan.
You are now one of us.
First time ever.
Alexis, are you kindly ready?
I am going to go for the same one again that I went for last time, which is I've got no pictures. I've got nothing to talk about. I've got nothing to talk about, but no pictures to emulate, like my esteemed colleagues here and friends. I'm going to go for Megatron Action Master Fusion Mega Tank Megatron. And for me, I had I did very much come towards the Mega Master, the Action Master scene. I had Prime, I had Megs, I had a few of the individual ones. Pete, the one you had, the wheel drag car, I always wanted that. I never had that. I think I had Axel, which was the motorbikes with sidecar. I think we had Starscream with his flying bike thing, which is very similar to Axel. I had Thundercracker in his wacky colors, the purple and greens and the fluorescent blues, etc. But for me, Fusion Tank Megatron stood out because it came with a set. I found it interesting because it came with a second character, and I can't remember the name of the character now. Do you remember the name of the character that came with the Fusion Mega Tank? It was no.
Was it Devastator?
No, it was not. Devastator was on the package. Devastator was on the packaging, but it was a second character, a second pilot who came with it. But
was it an Insecticon? Was it? Oh, something that was. Oh, no? It's been released as.
No, it was a new character. Like for that timeline, it was brand new. So like Axel was brand new, and there was who was it? Mainframe was brand new. There was a few other like brand new characters they brought out at the time, right? This was one of those characters. It was a second pilot, and we'll come back to it. But what I loved about it was that you had 3 modes. You had the tank mode, which was freaking awesome, right? And then you can also have there we go. So that so the character's not on there actually. Oh no,
for all that.
No, the character. No, sorry. No, the character.
You're talking about Gut Wrencher or one of the others.
Yes, Gut Wrencher.
Yeah.
Gut Wrencher. It was Gut Wrencher. It turned into a base as well. So you had like a stabilized base, and the purple cannon on top turned into a flight mode, like jet plane as well. But what I loved about it is if you took the treads, which were the external treads there on the outside at the front, you could tilt those into a triangle. So where Devastator,
he's been released, hasn't he? It's a Super 7 figure or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. So where so we're Devastator and is it Croc? Is that Croc?
Yeah.
Yeah, where Devastator and Croc's feet are, that turned into like the pivot, the main stable, and the outside feet turned so it was like a triangle, and it was almost like a totem pole. And then the back of the tank actually looked as arms, and the purple flight turret, which then became sat on top. It looked almost like I will say probably like a Power Ranger, probably the best thing. But it looked like a Zoid-esque or robotics-esque robot, which still could be piloted. So you could have it in different modes. So it came like that, but you could have it in like there are 3 modes, and the playability of this thing was just amazing. And I know everyone slates Action Masters. What I loved about this is just me personally, was that they looked like they came off the cartoon. It was the closest thing I had to a cartoon-esque like Transformer, and because of the scale of them as well, they were slightly smaller than the original big bots. With the modern bots, like you had like the combiners, or you had other bots where you can interact with them as well. Like the storylines that you can make up with them as well. They interact with the other bots as well. Better, I felt. So, and if you had the original one, you could have the alt mode. So you could have the 2 different modes almost as well. So it worked out, in my mind's eye as well. So, but yeah, that Megatron fusion tank today. I will
credit
to
show... Toys R Us. That's Toys R Us's photo, I believe, from his video about it.
I will. Once I get them out the loft, I will show the third mode, the sort of the Gundam-esque mode I'm talking about, right? Because I did it. I'm sure other people did it as well, but it did look really cool. So that for me, I had the Prime as well. I had about 3 or 4 other like little ones. Prime was okay, but that for me, that fusion tank was pretty. It was cool.
Immense.
We could
kill the little one.
That was actually really good, Alexis.
Sorry, I speak with passion. I know I go off on tangents.
I thought you'd be pissed out. You'd be strong tonight, and you're not.
Are we doing?
Well, I wouldn't go that far.
Was the cricket club closed with a horrendous fire or something?
No,
Jamie, have you been down there?
Cricket club was open tonight as usual. So boys play cricket. So
figured that. What are we on next?
Oh, I got a game. Stellar Blade.
Oh, sorry, Rohan, have you not done yours?
No, I've done mine. Hot House. Yeah.
Honorary mentions.
Breaking news. That is my honorary mention. I got a game. PlayStation 5.
It's amazing how these things are just appearing.
And I got more beer.
Yeah, I did hear Maylin as well, by the way. So say hello to Maylin.
Thank you, Maylin.
That's true love, guys. That's what a true Transformers G1 child collector has.
No, it's not. She's a paid carer.
It feels like
your other half just went online to mock you. Mine got me beer.
Wow.
I've got to say, he makes a good point, Pete.
A wise man brings his beer with him.
How many beers have you drank tonight? I've drank 4 beers. 4.
Hardcore. Anyway, what is next? What have we done?
I got the Prime out of the loft. I got the Prime out of the loft. Can I show the Prime?
Yeah,
just as a flex. Just as a flex.
Is this the Action Master? Sorry.
Yes, it is, sir.
Oh, sorry.
Look at that.
Cool.
Because they're up in the loft and they're completely out of the way and out the light and stuff, they're in really good condition because I've just got nowhere to put them, and I'm not getting an Action Master collection. It's another.
You know you want to.
No. I just.
Oh my! See, my Prime's legs are broken. Like the
wibbly wobbly. Yeah, look
at
that.
Oh my God.
They're all like that.
Yes, he's like that.
It's like that's why he sits. That's why he sits in the truck.
Yeah, exactly that. Right.
Have a rest, Prime. You're as old as me.
No, look.
Now you've broken it.
Yeah. Anyway, discussion.
Done it.
Well.
Mate,
normally, sometimes we would have a discussion. Unfortunately, we can't do socials this week because we try to sort of wait every 2 weeks and sort of let them build up. But there's been some great stuff in socials. Check out Cliff Jumper Dude. He's done an excellent video on Rodimus Prime in homage to the wonderful artist Nick. Is it Nick Roach?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Sort of Hot Rod Rodimus story, so you need to check that out on his YouTube channel. We will feature it in socials next week. Socials has also been quite freaking busy this week because Alexis and Andy have started posting lots of their pictures now, so I'm finding myself retweeting their stuff. It's really exceptional. It's really good stuff. You get to see a myriad of I don't like using that word myriad.
You used it very well, though.
Yeah, collection of different Transformers, of different universes, different genres and stuff like that. So it's amazing, Alexis, you've got a lot of good, awesome third-party stuff, exceptionally photos taken, and a lot of Andy's sort of G1 vintage mixed with some of the modern stuff. So it's wonderful to look at. But there's also been excellent things going on in this Twitter where they'll do a sort of chain thing where they'll say, show us this 3 bots together or show an action shot, and so you get to see all these different sort of pictures from people you wouldn't normally get to do. So it's a bit hectic, but you've got a lot of people involved, like You know, for example, Alfire is always involved in these things, Plastic Crack and etc. There's the Springer dude, you know. I mean, all sort of pushing these things forward and also sharing and retweeting stuff from much smaller accounts as well, just to get those images out there. So, you know, so don't think there's nothing been out there. It's been so busy. I'm just been quite ill and just not been able just to keep up with all the craziness out there. But it's been awesome to be part of and be a sort of privilege to see it happen. And it's good. It's good. It's been exceptionally busy this week. But yes, we're moving on to our discussion, and I'm really hoping Paul comes here so soon, because we need the sex appeal, you know, because I can't carry this show myself.
I'll call him.
Hang on, I'll show the beard again.
Mute yourself first. Call him live on the
show. But I absolutely have no idea what the discussion is about tonight.
I can tell you what the discussion is. The discussion. Yeah. Oh, do you play the music first? Let's do the.
We now return to the Transformers.
Right. So the discussion is really TFUKcon hype, because he just it's not. We don't need updates. Tell us when you know something, right? It's TFUKcon hype. We're getting on the hype train. Choo choo, motherfucker. So, yeah. For those of you who are going, for those of you who've been before, can we let people know what to expect, how it's going to be? I know we do this quite a lot, but like, what is it going to be like at TFUKcon? For anyone who's never been before, what can they expect? And what are you hoping for? What do you think is going to be like one of your highlights? And what do you think, you know, you're really going to look forward to and enjoy?
Yeah, still nothing, to be honest, guys. Sorry.
That's fine. Don't worry about it.
The fact he's not on the fucking call knows.
Kill me.
Anyway, who would like to go first?
Not Alexis. He's keeping us up to date with ringing Paul. He can't go first.
Rohan, you're a bit of a veteran.
I am. Thank you very much, sir. I've been to TFUKcon.
I'm not just calling him old, Pete.
Yeah, there.
And you've been
That's
to
the
show.
right way to do it. Alpha Trial
Yeah,
style.
sorry, it's not the answer. Sorry.
So my highlights for TFUKcon the first couple of years were seeing all my wonderful community friends that I've made over the many, many years on TFUK, some great characters, the likes of which you can see on screen right now, and Transformers the show doing a brilliant job putting together a live rendition of GoBots versus Dildos and the such likes, excellent entertainment, and yeah, I mean, look, the thing for me is it's a small event. Everybody knows each other. Everybody gets on really well with each other. There's no animosity. It's really calm and collected. And there's a few people you can go and buy from, like myself, in the corner. And everybody just has a great time. It's just one of those events where there's no pressure. There's nothing to worry about. Just ease in, meet some people, have some fun. Play with some bots, transform some bots, win some crap prizes, win some good prizes, and be part of the community. That's how I would describe it.
You know, you put that really well, you put that across quite well with your Rohan, and I've actually got to say, apart from you being a money grabbing bastard, I really love you.
Hey, we all have our perfect.
I think what you meant, Jamie, was apart from your reasonable prices.
But you know, I swear, Rohan is a godsend to have in this community. A really nice guy. Really do love him. He's always awesome, and I got on with him really well. And he's
how many beers you had?
And he's really down to earth. You know, unlike some other traders I could name. Which are no, but seriously, you're going to hear a lot of good comments and good positive stuff from a lot of people, and it's a small event. You know, started mostly by Primetime Toys guys and Luke and Gav and I think what's Crazy Eyes called? What's Crazy Eyes dude? Crazy Eye dude. What's his name? Oh, I forgot his name. You know, there's Gav and Luke, and there's the three amigos. There's three of them generally. There's usually four sometimes, but he's maybe not there all the time.
Originally it was Gav, wasn't it? So you had Gav B, who many of you will know, and Luke Gardner from TFUK, if you're part of the TFUK groups, which if you're not, why aren't you? go to TFUK groups on Facebook.
Rich?
They're the ones who set it up. There's Rich Potter.
Crazy Eyes,
Crazy Eyes, okay. And who else?
Lovely
We got
guy.
Simon Odd, Odimus Prime, who you might have seen on Primetime Toys
Great guy.
channel. And have I missed anyone out? Have we missed anyone?
No, you got the 4 amigos. I said 3 amigos, but I can't count. But yeah, that is that's exceptionally good. A good bunch.
Dave, did the
he
MC.
So he did a great job of kind of emceeing at the beginning. The very first one. Remember the very first one?
Yeah.
It seems like so long ago, and it really wasn't. But yeah. Great guys, absolutely.
I'll tell you what, this year I'm really excited for the new venue, the new setup. There's going to be more traders there. There's going to be loads of space. It's going to get rambunctious. We're all going to get excited.
Rambunctious? Do you mean the people are going to get naked and smear oil over themselves?
I'll tell you what, we're doing wonders for those people who are a bit nervous.
Is that what rambunctious means then? I always wonder what that meant.
Go tell Sam.
You could use honey. You could use honey. I don't mind.
Is that from Love Honey?
Who's Honey? I've not met her.
I don't want to get into a sticky situation.
Before we get into what it's like in the evening when it does get a bit rambunctious and everybody's had a drink and everybody's relaxed and having fun, I want to reiterate again what has been said before. Like Rohan just said it. It's such a chilled atmosphere. This is not your big TF Nation in terms of hundreds and hundreds of people where it can get quite crowded. It can, for those people who are a bit anxious, it can get a bit too much. This is a much, much smaller, much more intimate event, and that's deliberate. That's something that the organizers like Luke have always said. It's you just feel like you are just there, and you might not know anyone. We've had people who've turned up and not known anybody there that might have watched the show or they're part of TFUK, and they've come and they've met friends that probably have for life and things like that. It's just such a lovely atmosphere.
No oil. You heard it here first.
Yeah. Breaking news.
Bring honey. Honey's a good lubricant. It works.
What? Not even baby oil? Seriously?
Is it really? It's honey lubricant.
But yeah, it's
great.
I
like to lick it, so I don't know.
I feel like this is a conversation, Jamie, you want to have off air. But yeah, it's just a really nice atmosphere. So that, and the daytime will be really relaxed. If you do need to have a break, you can head out. I think this year they've got that little outdoor area as well. So there's a bit of a, not beer garden, but there's a little bit of a patio area. You can go and chill out if the weather's good, fingers crossed. It's everything's been set up really well by the guys. And as you said, Jamie, the Primetime Toys lads. Oh, Greg, we forgot to mention Greg, who's been involved all this time as well. Not just Moff, but Greg as well. All the work they've put into this, they really have tried to make this, a fantastic experience for everybody. Which it will be.
Who are the true stars? Transformers, the show.
Obviously.
Stars.
Obviously. But, I don't need to announce this. It's fine.
Can I just add, I'm really, really, really super excited for the exclusive toy that's being designed this year. It looks absolutely immense. And I'm so
Rich Porter,
happy.
Isn't it?
That's right.
Rich Porter done that,
Yeah, that's they look absolutely
Luke,
fabulous.
if you're in the chat, Luke, can you let us know? I think it's sold out now, hasn't it?
I think
I might be wrong.
Out,
I might be wrong, but I think it's sold out. And yeah, fantastic. I mean, getting back to having a convention exclusive figure that people can get, because I don't think. I mean, I love TFN, but I don't think even TFN have that, do they? So you're talking about something that's genuinely exclusive that is available from TFUKcon. So again, just giving more to the fans. It's a proper fan event. That's literally what it is. If you go to it, you will love it. If you love Transformers, you will love it. If you're watching this, you will enjoy it. Trust me.
Yeah, and it's got that sort of TFN Nation magic to it as well, because it is building a community there, and it's a community of like-minded, easygoing individuals. As long as you don't mention GoBots, you'll be fine.
And Alexis.
One of the best memories I think I've got in Transformers is from last year with RJ trash talking Chris McFeely during the quiz. I genuinely, I will take that moment to my grave. It was the funniest thing I've ever seen, and Chris took it in such good nature. But it was just amazing. Yeah, It was just amazing, and quite possibly one of the funniest things I've ever seen in my life.
The funniest thing for me was when Alexis asked the question, "What's Jamie's favourite character?" and RJ correctly said Rodimus Prime, and Mainline knew it was Rodimus Prime. And then Alexis went to RJ, "You're wrong." And RJ's like, "What?" And then he asked me, and Mainline went, "Well, it's fucking Rod." And she went, "Hot Rod." And he went, "Yes."
Poor RJ.
I know.
Poor RJ. Although, yeah, the trash talk of Chris McFeely we probably could have done without at the time. That wasn't. Shut up, RJ. Leave him.
The fact that we got Chris McFeely is just such an immense talent.
Well, look at the guest list. Should we not talk about that? The guest list for the event is amazing. And to have Chris McFeely. I mean, if you don't know Chris McFeely, if you don't watch the basics, what are you doing? Get on there. Get on his YouTube channel. Watch the videos. That man knows so much about Transformers, but he's also just a really nice guy, really personable guy. You can chat with him about any Transformer, and he'll know it. He'll talk to you about it. He'll give you little snippets and nuggets of knowledge that you never knew, and it's just a pleasure to have him there.
The thing I really like about him is he's super down to earth. He loves it as much as all as we do. That's the great thing about it, and you can just see it coming out of him when he's talking about it, and the way he presents on his channel, amazing. Yeah.
Oh, cheers,
Immense.
guys. It's nice that you talk about me when I'm not here. I really appreciate the.
You're not even fucking coherent by night time, so shut up.
Anyway, you were saying, Rohan.
Yes. What a great person to have on there. And as you were saying, Andy, some amazing guest speakers and amazing guests in general for TFUKcon this year. It's just exploded this year, hasn't it, in terms of the people we've got coming? I don't know if we've got a list or something.
We've got so Simon Furman will be there. And I mean, Simon Furman is just such a legend. If you haven't met him before, if you haven't had a chance to talk to him, such a nice guy as well.
But
so
you don't need to do what Pete's done. You don't need to shave your hair and stuff.
You don't need to copy his look or anything like that. We shouldn't all go as like cosplay.
Simon Furman doesn't need to do what I've done.
Oh yeah, to be fair, Pete.
He doesn't need to emulate you.
Yeah. To be fair, Pete was around when the printing press was invented.
That's a good comeback there, Pete. That was wonderful. Yeah, top game tonight. Your retort.
But there's also, of course, the interview with Bob Budiansky,
which was the best moment of my life, and I asked the best questions.
I knew he'd do that. I knew the moment that, not just that he'd be excited, but that he'd go, I asked the best questions. It wasn't even a competition, but okay. He loved my questions. They were the greatest. They were pretty good questions, to be fair. But yeah, I mean, that's amazing. And me and Jamie were lucky enough to be able to be there for the interview with Bob Budiansky. I'm not going to give anything away, but just it's talking to such a massive part of Transformers history. You know, going right back to the start. It's just mad. It's just bizarre to be doing something like that. So thank you to Moff and the other Primetime Toys lads and Luke and Gav and everyone for inviting us to be a part of that. That was really kind. Who else have we got in there? I'm trying to remember who.
Lucan's Tees is going to be selling some amazing shirts.
Oh, yes.
I think that's a wonderful avenue to get some really unique artwork. I've got a couple of his bits and they are brilliant. In fact, I believe he did the shirt for the very first TFUKcon, which I still have, which is a lovely Shockwave shirt. And then I'm sure he'll have a lot more as well available for anybody who wants to pick up.
Lee Sullivan. I'm just saying names that
just reading off the guest list
angrily.
Lou Stinger,
friend of the show, Toys R Us, is going to be there. He's a legend in himself.
Toys R Us. Yeah.
Hello, can you hear me?
We can hear you, sir. You made it!
Where the fuck have you been?
I'm only a little bit late. An hour and 3/4.
I'll get out of it.
It's all right. We're just about to start the news, mate. Yeah,
if it'd be funny if you'd come on and said, right, let's start the show again.
Let's go.
Play the intro.
Mate, we'll just edit this out, so it's fine.
Yeah, we'll just edit Alexis out. Anyway, carry on.
Are we on to the discussion? Is that where we're at?
We are
Yeah,
on
we're
to the
talking about the
discussion.
guests.
Oh,
We're talking
cool.
about the fantastic guests for TFUKcon.
I mean, Russ, as they've just said, is going to be bringing some rare Transformers, rare Transformers. So make sure you wash your hands.
I was going to say, this is a very select opportunity to steal them. So just no, I'm joking. Please don't steal them. Please don't steal them. But you can.
But
look
if you
at them.
do, you can sell them
don't
to me.
steal them.
I won't say
Don't
anything.
Let's just be very clear. Legally speaking, please do not steal them. But you will get to see
No.
some incredibly rare Transformers.
If you
you've not
do
watched
this,
Toys R Us
you
channel.
can sell them towards Jamie.
I mean, that's what he said literally seconds ago. But yes.
The man is a
And-
legend, though, Toys R Us. If you've not seen his channel, he knows absolutely pretty much everything about G1, so you can pick his brains. He's
it's
really
amazing.
excited to talk about it. Mexican variants and whatever, it doesn't matter
I mean,
what it is.
and he's got his physique's not bad as well. It's kind of like mine, a bit more.
It's often
rounded,
said
but-
you two are like twins when you're in the
I
same room,
know.
Jamie.
I know.
Like
More
the
than
film
1980s film. But...
Danny DeVito.
DeVito and Schwarzenegger.
Or as we like to call him, Russ. Russ, as we like to call him.
Yeah, that's exactly.
I'm Arnold.
Hey, Arnold.
Oh, dear. Oh, Arrowfire. Of course, Arrowfire will be
course.
there as well. And I
His
think,
first TFUKcon.
Yeah, and he's going to be part of the YouTubers Roundtable, isn't he? So that's going to be fun.
He's doing a panel.
He's a legend in himself.
I think his panel is the YouTubers Roundtable. But yeah, he's definitely part of it. Yeah, and that'll be really cool. Really cool to see him.
You should be on that panel, Alexis.
What time?
Panel?
Yeah.
He's going to be on the bar.
He's going to be on the fucking floor.
What time's panel?
I don't. Do you know what? I don't have the actual time.
I've got it somewhere.
Paul, have you got them?
Yeah,
I'm not going to be here till 4 o'clock. So it's my wedding anniversary. So I will be getting there.
can't
We'll
believe
tell
you
them
did
to
this
pause
live
it.
on your wedding anniversary.
Just tell them to pause
Oh,
it.
bless her. Is that just
We'll wait
you
for you.
know?
We'll wait.
Do you-
You
Sam,
start.
this is our wedding anniversary, and I love you. And guess what? We are going to a Transformers convention.
I just imagine all these people just lined up from about like 10 in the morning, just standing. Wait, time's it? Alexis still not here? No. We'll wait, lads. Oh, it'll be a beautiful thing.
So the panel will be on. So the interview with Russ is on between 3 and half 3.
There you
The
go.
round table for YouTubers will be between half 3 and half 4.
No, I
Yeah.
get to 4 o'clock.
There's going to be a birthday party as well, isn't there? Have you spoken about that?
No.
An
No,
actual
sorry, we
birthday
haven't
party.
actually talked about the fact that it is a birthday party. So go on, Paul.
Yeah,
Sorry.
so, yeah.
I'm
So
gonna
Graham's
get my
put this
hoodie,
effort
I'm
in.
cold.
All right, cool. As I also often tell my sons, you can
I'll
just
be
go
back in a
and do
minute.
that. You
Then.
don't have to
I'm back in a
announce
minute.
it.
I'm back in a minute.
Thank you for telling us. We needed to know
Yeah.
that.
Like my son when he goes to the
Just,
toilet. I'm going
just
to
in
the toilet.
case you wonder
Is
why
it
I
number
was.
1 or number 2? Just F off.
There we go. Yeah, so it's a whole birthday party, isn't it? Graham's been brilliant in arranging it, all the theme and everything's a birthday party like you may have been invited to when you were 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 years old, with all the Transformers regalia to go with it. I think it's going to be past the parcel and
I like that word,
Shit like that.
regalia. Well done.
regalia. Yeah,
Well done.
thank you.
Jamie's big on his vocabulary. He's enjoying words.
Good words. And also, like last time, if anyone's been before, the evening, there'll probably be about 60, 70, maybe 100 people. The prizes are really good, aren't they? There's about 50 or 60 prizes. If you include all the Transformers, the movie DVD, there's about 200 to 300 prizes. Which is
I did say there's some amazing ones and some shit
There
ones
is.
too.
Oh, there's
But there
someone
is-
knocking about.
This year.
They're still in the bin, mate.
I have topped it this year. There are some very
Oh.
special spot prizes.
Are you bringing some Petors?
Am I fucked?
Just
We're
himself.
bringing you the Petors, sir.
I got you that as a present, Peter, out of love. Love.
No, you didn't. You got it because you're.
No, love, Peter. I didn't.
Well,
no,
love
actually,
can
I
take many
thought-
different forms, Pete.
Yes.
It's a fucking monstrosity. Anyway.
What about the toy?
I mean, have you ever seen a vagina up close? It's not fucking brilliant,
Oh
is
my
it?
He's got a point. Can't argue with that. They don't
Yeah.
look great, just on
Love.
their own.
Welcome to tonight's real discussion.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What is it about minges?
Who's got the slideshow ready?
Plastic pussy or real pussy? You decide.
It was at that moment the show got.
If you squint your eyes, you might see a face of Jesus.
Oh dear.
I
You will be seeing it later.
I saw some messages earlier. I think there was only 5 tickets left. There's Graham messaged you, Andy, about.
Well, we had discussed this. Sorry, I was just distracted by a message about my injured.
They're all gone, yeah.
They are sold out. We are sold out. Hence the ticker at the bottom, which is just the fact that the Great Moth has told us that there is a reserve list. So anybody who's maybe held off or was like, "Oh, I'll grab a ticket last minute," you may not have missed out yet. There's a reserve list. If they email primetimetoys@gmail.com, they can be added to the reserve list. And if tickets become it's only an if, but if they become available.
It's just a reserve list, it's like the Territorial Army. One day you might be a real man, but at the moment you're just in the TA.
You're in the army now. Or not.
And in the army now.
Burgundy. Anyway.
We'll be doing
Burgundy. Sorry, Paul's missed all of this now. So any in-jokes we do from earlier on will make no sense to him. So I apologize.
But you know, I'll just laugh anyway. It's to do with Ron Burgundy somehow. So.
Yeah, Ron Burgundy.
So we'll be doing a live version,
I've
version.
Just watched the show, kind of.
Ish.
It was fairly decent last year. I think
it will be live. I mean,
it was all right. I mean, it's live every week.
Yeah.
What date is Alexa's going to be in?
Well, agreed. However, the fact he's rocking up at 4. Yeah.
I had a few drinks on the show, on the train, on the way up.
Speak of the devil.
Oh, you got your hoodie on. Brilliant. No, everyone knows.
Cold. No, I'm just saying.
Oh, you're cold.
No one's kicked me.
Oh, sorry, Ed's comments right over your face.
You get on for 10 seconds, right? And you fucking kicked me.
I wonder why. Alexis,
10 fucking
think
seconds.
to yourself, why?
Because he misses it. He loves it. The kick button doesn't get used. He's pulled back the lid and he's pressed the kick button.
He's had a long day, stuck in traffic. He's gone.
We all decided that only Paul should be able to kick someone, and I agree with that. We've all decided that. So you brought it on yourself.
Yeah, you were being quite annoying, to be fair.
Nick, don't start again.
Right, what's really about TFUKcon? I can't wait to see everyone who's going. That's going to be amazing.
It's next week, right? It is actually January next weekend, isn't it?
No, we've been lying to you this whole time. It's all a massive charade. Oh, it's a massive practical joke. You'll rock up in Birmingham and you'll be on your. Yes, it's next week, Alex.
So some people are playing. Some people are staying in Premier Inns. I think it's the closest one. I'm staying at the Apollo.
Isn't there a hotel that sounds like a pub?
The Apollo.
Hounded.
Oh, there is. Yeah, I think that's. Yeah, there is.
Yeah, so people are spread out, is what we're saying, isn't it? You know, because unfortunately there weren't rooms available in the actual venue hotel. So, but there's so many hotels nearby, you know. So that's something to look forward to. Is there anything we've missed about TFUKcon? You've mentioned that Transformers the Show is doing a live show. Alexis will be doing one of his now legendary quizzes, which get the Chris McFeely stamp of approval. I was there for the discussion with Chris McFeely at TFN when he was talking about how he'd included some of the things that he'd been inspired by Alexis's quiz in his own quiz for TFN. Obviously not GoBot or Dildo, but, you know, other things that he was allowed to do at TFN. But yeah, plus he actually liked GoBots, so, you know, don't look offended, Rohan. It wasn't that. It was he had like an anti-GoBot thing going on. But yeah, so that'll be fantastic. The quiz. Will there be a run through? No, we'll probably discuss this. Put that rock lord down. Anything?
Have you spoken about your wares that you'll be selling?
Yes, I will have some wares. Yes, indeed.
Sorry,
we've talked about the valuable wares that I will.
Then Jamie attacked him.
With love. Burgundy love.
Look, I might even have some rock lords for sale. Who knows?
Oh wow!
Is any of it going to be reasonably priced?
Yeah, all of it is. Everything is Rohan's reasonable price of approval. Paching!
Copyright.
Can't be that.
Trademark. That's it. That's a skill. Cha-ching!
Yeah, if you don't have the paching.
We've got 59 people in chat tonight, so it would be awesome and make me happy is if you would like and subscribe to this show.
It's worth pointing out, Paul, that this is the first night in a while that Jamie's been allowed to drink, and he is taking advantage of that.
People in the chat as well, that if you do use Shows Store, that you use the code TF Show. TF Show on Shows Store.
That's my favourite view.
Can we have a competition update?
How many entrants have we got?
12.
We have the same balance as last week. Okay.
Oh.
So yeah, I don't know why. So okay, so people are using the code.
Fire one.
They're not entering the competition. So just
Mick saying it's Fire One as well. Is that right? That is, isn't it?
I think it may be Fire One. Yeah.
It is Fire One.
Oh wait, yeah,
you
you've got it.
It's written right there under your name.
Why don't you just make it Fire 2? Then we'd all remember it.
So selfish. So selfish.
So people are using the code, but if you want, just I don't know why people are using the competition. Like it's a free transfer. It's a free fucking transformer. Like people are using the code, right? It's like nice. It's lovely to get support.
By using the code TF Show, you give someone like Alexis something to do in the weekend. You give him Transformer toys, which he does not have the privilege of getting normally. And
I thought you were going on to the charity thing. By using TF Show, you feed Alexis.
Yes. Because without using that code, he'd be very, very sad, and he would not be producing any YouTube videos, and he'd be crying alone at night, maybe masturbating under the cover of darkness. Who knows? So use that code. Save that to
feel like that would have had more gravitas if Lenny Henry had said it.
Yeah.
you don't carry the same weight.
Alexis, Lenny's got to live near you. Everybody else does. So you think you can reach out?
I'm not going anywhere near that.
TFUKcon is going to be great, though. We've still got 60 people in the chat at this time. Normally, by discussion time, it's dropped off a bit. So thank you to all of you who are still with us.
Thank you to all of you and the bots.
Oh, especially the bots. Thanks for joining us. They're the real Transformers.
It's all about the
bot. Make sure you follow the Twitter TF Show at TF Show. Make sure you follow Storm Photography as well.
But we've not got to really discuss stuff yet because Pete's
Are we going?
his stuff. Pete,
yeah, apparently Alexis is.
Pete, talk about TF Show because you had a.
That's it. Use it, Jamie. That's it. Fucking
you had a wonderful experience, Pete. So talk about how you couldn't transform Cliffjumper.
Oh, that was one of the highlights I was going to give last year. Remember the competition? Speed transform everything. Why don't you tell the story?
I forgot all about it in his old age.
So
still blocking it out. PTSD.
I remember.
I mean, it's a shit mold. It's a shit mold, and I got a shit version of it.
That's funny because everybody else on your table before you managed to do it really easily.
They were all fine.
Me and Len transformed it.
Me and
Len transformed it. She said that was quite easy, Jamie, and I went, "No, me, Len."
They were great.
Jamie, can you remember how I stood behind him? Do you remember how I stood behind him and motivated him by shouting, "Come on, do it, man! What are you doing?
Do it now! Do it now!" I think
failing your table, Peter.
Yeah,
he's good. It's all red. It's all red.
Hurry up, dickhead. I think that's the word you use. Hurry up, dickhead.
I may have. It's all a bit of a blur, if I'm being honest.
I suddenly know what table's getting Warpath.
Oh dear.
We just have one request for all of you. Please bring as many P-Tours as you can for Pete to transform at TFUKcon Live.
Yeah.
I mean, it would be the first time that Peter's played with himself, so bring a Peter.
In a crowded room.
No effect.
He never finishes Bisto, but he always starts.
Yeah, I think Bisto was genuine with that comment, though. He's not joking. He was actually annoyed. There was a few on that.
Really fucked off that I didn't get to take my turn because he took ages.
Life is full of disappointments, Bisto.
You just ask Emma. You just ask Emma. Sometimes he doesn't finish either.
Oh dear.
That's a really big finger.
Happy birthday.
Well, that's the backup.
You say
Wait,
that's a really big
wait till you see it stuck in a Scotsman.
Oh, hello. There's your Saturday night entertainment.
Now there's a one-step changer.
Right, so TFUKcon sold out. All the guests are announced. We know what's happening. Last bit of discussion I'd like to throw out there. You've probably done this already. Who would you like to see next year at TFUKcon? Really intimate, only 100 people. Who would you like next year?
Michael Jackson. Yeah. Michael Jackson.
To do with Transformers, sorry.
I would.
Who's alive?
Any person who is alive or dead. Just
Alexis, you, R. Kelly. Seems unlikely, but you never know.
Everyone's naming pedophiles. Anyone's not a pedo. And it's to do with Transformers.
You couldn't have
Megan Fox. It has to be Megan Fox. I mean, she's older now. The work must be drying up by now. So Megan Fox.
She was in Expendables 4,
Mick.
which tanked, by the way.
But I quite liked that film. I think it was underrated.
I watched the end of it. I watched the first 20 minutes. I won't say what happened, but I've now. Is it worth watching the end of it?
Luke. Yeah, it's a good film.
All right, I'll go back. Yeah. I will go back, Jamie. I've seen up to the.
Megan Fox is a talented actress. I mean, I won't say.
I'm not saying. No, I'm not saying she is not. I do like Megan Fox. I would agree with your hypothesis, Jamie. I feel like we're fucking like that.
Any sensible? Any sensible suggestion?
I've got a sensible one.
Right, go, Rohan.
And this would do absolute wonders for his brand. I know he's well revered by Jamie and not so much by some others, but Prime versus Prime. If he came to TFUKcon, showed off what he was all about, I think that would be amazing.
I think
for him and for us. Yep.
Agrees.
I would also say Lawrence, the comic
Jack
artist.
Lawrence, Jack Lawrence.
Yeah, he's brilliant. He follows me now on Twitter. Well, he follows the Transformers the Show account, not me. Follows the Transformers the Show account on Twitter now. He's such a wonderful guy. The way he says "court order" it makes me excitable. When he says get back. Yeah, court order, get back, help. The way he screams it is brilliant. But he's an awesome guy. He's also, I wouldn't mind Nick Roach. He's so enthusiastic. And I think he would bring a real enthusiasm to the crowd. I mean, obviously, people like Pete, who are part of the old guard, might not appreciate him as much. But people like that, I think it'd be awesome.
Can I go one? Matt Ferguson.
Great shout.
I think
Matt,
I love Matt's
I like
artwork.
it when you get his name right.
I was just going to say, I'm not sure what I'm more impressed by, the fact it was a sensible suggestion or the fact he got his name right for once.
Yeah, I know. So Matt Ferguson, if you are watching, I do apologise if I got your name wrong. I am shit with names, but I do really appreciate your art.
Don't restrict yourself to names.
No, well, I love his artwork. So, it's like.
Stop doing that.
Did you do that? How did you, I don't know.
Timmy Mallet. Timmy Mallet's a great shout.
Timmy Mallet. Hey, he does live near Alexis. So that's actually possible.
Timmy's a local boy to me.
Go knock him up.
No.
Who's
that?
Ross
Kemp. Who did Guzzy Heel recommend? Who's that person?
May Reed Scott. She wrote the Windblade miniseries.
Oh wow!
Yeah.
She's been at TFN before. Yeah, that's a good shout, Guzzy.
I'd have. Do you know what I had? I'd have Kate Bush because her surname's Bush.
Anyway, I'll say John Paul Bove because
yes,
he's a great artist or colorist or whatever you want to call it, but also he started following me on Twitter, so I joined the ranks of Pete now in being followed by him. And I didn't even buy anything off it. So
sorry, breaking news, Luke. I think Luke's just confirmed Timmy Mallet. Luke has confirmed Timmy Mallet will be there next year.
Sweet Jesus, Luke.
What?
Oh, ask him. Seriously, ask him. Because he used to introduce he could introduce a G1 cartoon like he did on Mallet's Mallet. Whatever it's called.
Wackaday,
thank you. Oh, that would be incredible.
Cybertronic Speed. We would definitely need to have them.
That might be unrealistic, but they are great.
I was going to say, the original question was...
With Coldplay supporting, the Coldplay support, then Cybertronic Speed come on. There we go. And then,
No,
Okay, so,
Nickelback.
Luke,
Let's get
okay,
Nickelback
so
over.
weird.
Everybody loves Nickelback.
And it was that moment that Paul realised he had to leave Transformers the show.
And the country.
Nickelback are unrated for Canadians. Underrated.
And the great thing is, next year you can get that Manchester Arena that keeps everybody keeps cancelling
Yeah,
on
for a
because
fiver.
nobody's going to be using it. We'll just have that cut price. Are we done?
I've got one. A British one who, well, he's British now. He's originally from New Zealand. Is Jared Christmas. He's a comedian who is well into Transformers. He's been on Mastermind. He did Transformers on Mastermind. He's been on Pointless. He did Transformers on Pointless. Very cool person. I'd love
Maybe
to
someone chose to be British in this day and age.
Yeah, it's a random, rare thing, especially from New
Hey.
Zealand. I mean, you know,
We need to get this person.
I remember him on the Mastermind. He got 7 out of 10. I got 8. What I say?
I mean, it wasn't a competition. He did it live, but yeah.
Yeah, but they know the answers though. They know the question. They know.
We should do a mastermind. We need to do a mastermind quiz.
We do need to do a mastermind, Jamie. That's a great show.
We've done all the other stupid quizzes. We need to do a mastermind one now.
We haven't
TFUKcon next year.
We haven't done lip sync battle yet, and we should.
Nobody wants to but you.
Pete does.
Vanilla Ice.
No, he doesn't.
You always, as you're slipping down the cliff face, you always grab my ankles. Just leave
Good
me alone.
evening, Rajan.
I'm
Good
not,
evening,
I'm
Rajan.
not doing anything. I'm just sat here.
So he's an
To be honest, mate,
Go put yourself down. That's our job, Pete.
You're halfway down the cliff
gonna get a
face when I grab
sausage.
you, mate. You're my last chance.
Pete's got a sausage. It doesn't work. It's a bit
You ain't up
flaccid,
there.
but you can try
You ain't
it.
up there, mate. You're halfway down with
I
me.
feel like we've reached the natural end of this discussion.
Has Paul gone for cheese?
Pete, I thought Pete was about to
No,
get the
he said he was
sausage
going
out.
for
And I was
sausage,
disappointed.
He's gone for some meat.
Oh,
He's
me.
gone. You're right, Jamie. It is flaccid.
Honest, Jamie, if you got a sausage out, you still be fucking disappointed.
I mean, I thought
Ever is.
Pete was getting his
Anyway,
meat
that's
out.
probably the end of tonight's
Yeah, I
show,
think
isn't
that's
it?
probably about the point.
You
Nicole,
ain't the host. Fuck off, Peter. You ain't the fucking host tonight. Jamie, you ain't the.
I didn't kick him. I did not kick him. I've got him like it's like a vow of chastity, but it's like a vow of not kicking Alexis.
I will not touch Alexis.
Yeah, I have not kicked Alexis like in 4 weeks. I have not done it.
Physically or from the show?
From the show.
I swear, when I see you boys next time, I'm gonna fucking kick a few of you in the fucking.
Yeah, that's why you ain't going to get the power back. Anyway, shall we call an end to this now? Let put everybody out their misery.
No, let's make them suffer. That's what I say.
Where's Paul though?
He's gone for sausage. We may not see him
Yeah.
in some time.
He literally, he got
Ain't
stuck in
fucking-
traffic to try and miss it.
Ain't fucking cheese, is it? Anyway, all right, let's go.
But I just want to say, all you guys at TFUKcon, I really do hope you have I really do hope you have a wonderful time. You deserve it. It's a good bunch of lads. Everyone involved are fantastic, and they genuinely love the fandom, and they definitely genuinely love building a community spirit there. So please enjoy it and take everything you come across in a positive spirit, because that's the way it's meant. And please enjoy it. I really hope you do. You're a lucky bunch if you get to go. But for those who don't get to go, you'll get to see me and Andy, at least, those miserable bastards, on the Friday night, you know, being depressed because we're not getting to go to this wonderful convention the next day on Friday next week. So I hope you're there to join us.
2 hours of crying.
Yeah, two hours of crying, and I'll be going like this. You know what, Andy? I never liked that fucking Peter anyway. Why do I want to see that fucker's face? I don't know. Explain to me, you know. But
Don't
yes,
even like Rohan.
yeah, I don't like Rohan. Fucking Ro. Why does he have to make it such a long name? I can't just be Ro. Fucking selfish. But yeah,
Will Alexis be around next Friday? Because you're not going to the Saturday.
no,
are you, Alex?
he's going to an anniversary. It's
Oh,
his,
of course,
wonderful
anniversary.
yeah.
Sorry. I
Yeah.
almost forgot. I mean,
But
great.
anyway.
That's wonderful. Congratulations.
Goodbye from Transformers, the show, guys. Have a wonderful, fantastic, long bank holiday weekend. Bye.
Bye-bye.